Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key and love is the door. Hope in your heart, kindness in your hands. Together we rise like golden strands. No fear, no limits, just love and light. We'll change the world when we all unite. We are the LOLAngelz, shining so bright, spreading love, lifting hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key and love is the door. To everyone who shares this dream, you're the light, you're the beam. Thank you for love, for faith, for grace. Together we shine, one heart, one place.
All right. Hello. Welcome to episode 8 of LOLAngelz. I am your co-host, Ruby Spacek, here with Riding High Low.
Hello, guys. Good to see you guys. Welcome into LOLAngelz. Thanks for tuning in with us. Of course, like the video, subscribe. You got your girl Lo here, and we are going to be having an amazing episode today. Ruby, do you want to tell us what we're going to be talking about, and then I'll kind of like dive in from there?
Yes. So this was a absolutely wild week for me personally. Things we touched on it in the last episode. And I've had some time to settle in, and situations that I've been entangled with continue to evolve and become more desperate and degenerate. But it was through this process, especially after I had this IRL streaming trip to see Baby Monster, that chat had spent like $1,000 for the hotel, the train tickets, and really good seating right in front, $300 concert ticket. And unfortunately, someone called, and I wasn't able to get into the venue because they said I was planning like some kind of attack, which was obviously not true. And I had no weapon on me. They locked the doors, said nothing, still trying to see if I can get a refund. But
I
felt like
absolutely be able to get a refund. Second of all, I still don't know what to say about that situation because it has, like you said, just been crazy and all over the place. I think it was really fucked up. I know how excited you were to see. So like, obviously besides all of the fucked up shit, just like your reaction to not being able to go to the show made me really fucking sad. And I just wanted to be there for you and be able to hug you. And I didn't like to see that. Obviously it is just, I don't know like how to really explain it. Like it goes, past, like we always talk about like stuff online and, like what kind of like this entails and YouTube entails, but this like went into your real life. So it went like much more past that. And I feel like it's something serious that a lot of people kind of joked about, and it wasn't that funny at all. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I don't enjoy being stalked and surveilled by a psychopath and his weird puppet daughter. But after I left that concert, I just felt filled like with rage and like, how can I get back at them? I was having all of these like thoughts and like this kind of like, it was just this like really bizarre like impulse and like these thoughts that were very convincing, and I didn't want anyone to like get in my way. I was like, you know what, let's just meet up with these people and like
I'm so glad that you took the high road on that one, because that would have been a horrible idea. And why would you ever do that? Like, Ruby, no.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it like just throughout like being pushed, it's highlighted weaknesses in myself and vulnerabilities and things I was not being careful about. Obviously I'm not going to stream like that kind of trip anymore, traveling alone,
it's really just you have to be cautious of telling people where you're exactly at, like where you're going, obviously if you want to go to a next K-pop concert, which you are going to, don't still be down, bitch. There's so many fucking K-pop concerts.
I know they're all the time.
We're gonna get you to one. Don't worry about it. But just be like, oh guys, I'm going to a K-pop concert in the near future. Like that's how you address it. And then obviously like little updates here and there, but then straight once you're in the stadium or in the arena, that's when you can start live streaming. Like people really are crazy, and people really are like will come after you. So you got to be cautious, like you say, for sure. But I think that this definitely like was a learning lesson for you. You definitely learned your lesson, and everything I'm just glad that everything ended up being okay, like with your safety. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the shit was fucked up, but at least you were okay. At least you were able to get back to your hotel. There was no fucking crazy situation with the cops, anything like that, and you were able to get home safe. Like, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's just scary because usually I'm not a very like sadistic person, but I had it in my mind like I want them to suffer and like pay for what they did, you know, or like something needs to happen, and like, but when it comes down to it, they are suffering. Their life is like, suffering, you know?
Yeah, that's the whole point of our show, Ruby. Like, that's why we got to have these weekly episodes to get you back on point. Like, that's what God's for. Like, yes, I'm not even going to say they, but anyone who does, you know, anything with an ill will intention within them, they're going to get their judgment and like their own. And like, I understand that it is unfair right now and how you see it and your understanding, but ultimately people who do people the wrong way will get judged accordingly by the right person. And we all know who that is. So
yeah. And
sorry guys, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Ultimately, and the person who's been like part of this, they mentioned something about how they don't feel right, like, you know, studying the Bible or feeling close to God. And it's like that is reaping what you've sown. When you treat people around you terribly and live like an incredibly, like it's a joke to say a Christian lifestyle, and by any stretch of the imagination, when you have a channel that's built on like abuse and stalking and harassing people, and specifically targeting me and making jokes about how it's easy to push me over the edge because I'm only clinging to my mental health by a thread.
Yeah,
and it's like they're right. They're right, and they did push me over the edge.
Yeah, but
you know, and I've been just this week trying to get back in control.
At the same time, like they might be right, but Ruby, like when it comes to that, and like you yourself, you can only control what you can control. So if you believe that about yourself, then of course, like you said, they're right about that. So that is what's going to happen. Like you're going to react how they want you to react and how they expect you to react. But that's, you know, the whole reason for growing and processing and healing and learning to change your patterns and stuff, because you can't keep reacting the same. You can't keep, you know, acting out and doing things that they're literally like predicting you to do. Like, no, we're done with all that.
God was with me. God was with me when they told me after this day of being like, you know, what I perceived to be being stalked all around New Haven, all the way to Newark, where, you know, the Thorpe said they had a hotel near my hotel, you know, that they were going to go to the Prudential Center to fuck with me. I was ready to snap, but I knew I had to be peaceful in that moment, bro. I had to be peaceful in that moment, and just, I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream, you know, and I started like explaining, and like, I'm talking to guards. They don't know anything about me or my channel or the people. And I'm like, the stalkers. I was breaking.
Like how you're probably like trying to explain yourself to, and they don't understand, like they don't get the full story. They don't understand the background and what you've had to endure over the last couple of months and shit, almost the whole year. Like
Killerton, driving to my home and job after like surveilling me and like shit talking me and going after my family and every aspect of my life for the last like 9 months since I met these people and decided I did not want to associate with them anymore. They just will not like let it go, unfortunately. But like, I know I didn't handle things perfectly, but I would feel a lot safer if I had a restraining order right now. But I'm hoping it was enough to just get them away from my house and job. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can, you know, make fun of my streams, whatever. I don't really care. Ultimately, it actually kind of works for me. But the going to people's houses, there's a very good reason for me as a single, like small female, to be afraid of like two giant freaks.
And no, funny, like you said, they drove past Ruby. What were they gonna do? Catch you up with the net? Like that's not the point. The point is like
they go out with the camera, put it in my face until I have a react. They're trying to get me to have a violent reaction towards them so they can sue me because they falsely believe that I have like millions of dollars right now, which is also not true.
I mean, I personally think it goes just way past that. Like that's like, you know, like a mental issue for someone to come to where you live because they want to like like, I mean, you can put it how Ruby wants to put it, or get a reaction out of you, but like, I don't know what the intents were behind that. They can say it was a joke. They can say like, oh, it was all for fun. Ruby was egging it on. She was asking for it. But in reality, who in their right mind would really do that? You know what I mean? Like,
also, I can answer the question about like queens and like, ultimately, no, I decided I did not want to collaborate with them. They made videos shitting on me for months. And then when Grace got fired and there was an opening for a job that I actually was like, wait, I actually would be kind of perfect for this, I went for it. But I was under no circumstances going to be working with her at any point, and I refused to be on the show with her despite many requests. Since then, like, this has been a lot of people wanted to make that happen. I'm sure we get lots of views. I don't want it. I would prefer if they would just kind of like focus on making their own content and working on their own lives, you know? And I don't like that I've been, you know, body shaming Grace because, you know, for me, in my mind, it's okay because she did it to me first when I was overweight, you know, but.
Yeah, you can't, like, I was about to say, you can't, like, just, like, rub dirt with dirt. You know what I mean? If she's doing all that shit to you, then let her fucking body shame and be mean and be, you know, whatever type of person. Like, it's not cute to be mean. Like, I can say that. Like, you can ask anybody, ask a man or a fucking woman, like, that fucking, like, being a bully, being mean, picking on people, making fun of people's appearances, or just even like their personality, shit that literally has nothing to do with you, makes you sound stupid in itself. So, and that's like, you guys know me, like, I don't even talk like that, but in reality, like, this shit is getting out of hand, getting ridiculous. We're all adults. Like, why the fuck is bullying still a thing? Like, what are we doing? Like, let's be honest. Like, and it makes me sad for humanity. It makes me sad for my generation. It makes me sad for YouTube because people don't know how to act. And we just want to have like a good type of community with good people to talk to, you know, get to know other people's experiences in life, especially with LOLAngelz. And people just really are making it hard. Like, and we get it. Like, you can't help it. We can't help it. That's I'll just let you hold on, Ruby. Go ahead. I'll let you finish, and then we can get into the episode.
But basically, so in last week's episode, Lo sent me this to pull up, and you know, Lo is always like my angel. Like, actually, like, I'll be like watching something I shouldn't be watching, or like thinking about something I should be thinking, and then I get like a call from Lo, like at that perfect moment, or like when I was crying walking home from the courthouse, like, and just like at my wit's end. And I'm not one, I don't like calling people crying. I prefer not to cry on stream, you know.
Yeah, but you didn't even call me, I called you, and that's how you
exactly. But it's like you have that, you know, just like, you know, I don't know, you have been just such a good presence.
No, I do not only, like, I try to be a good friend, but I do have a good intuition. Like, I can just feel when someone like needs me. Like, I'll literally call someone and they'll be like, damn, like, I was just going through a rough time. Like, I'm glad you called. Like, and I'm like, well, here I am to talk. Even if I'm talking about nothing, like some bullshit, like, I'm just here to distract you and help you and make you feel a little bit better about your day and yourself, because like, that is also one of the devil's tactics, is to make you feel all of these bad things about yourself, and for you to feel confused about your situation, and, oh, I'm not worthy enough, and, oh, I'm this and I'm that, and I want to kill myself. Any type of negative ass thought comes from the devil. So guys, like, do we want to get controlled by the devil or by God? Like, God doesn't control you.
But it can be confusing because it will sound like your own thoughts. So it feels like in my mind, like, I'm having these ideas or like these thoughts, like, I want to just be a bully back. And it's bringing out this element, and it's like moving the Overton window in my mind of like, what's okay behavior. And like, this came out the other day, I called someone fat, and this was not normally a part of my repertoire of like insults. You know, I really did not like to go for like shaming people. It's really low. It's just, I don't know. I don't like that I've been acting like this in the situation. I want to hold myself to a higher standard. And I want to keep my heart in a place of understanding and forgiveness.
That's conviction on your heart. Like, you're feeling that you need to do better. You know what I mean? And yeah, I this picture, like, everyone take this picture and like read every single word, because it really does help. I swear. Like, if you really think about it and think about the thoughts that you have, like, you know what you think, obviously, and just think about what those thoughts are pushing you to do, or like it says right there, pushing you, rushing you, frightens you, confuses you, discourages you, worries you, obsesses you, condemns you. Like, those things are not a part of like God's natural order. Like I don't think that people understand that. But let's shout some people out really quick because
yeah, we've got a nice full chat already. What is up, people?
yes, and I can't actually tag that, but OPC Dawn, I am like dual streaming on my channel right now. Guys, I wanted to save it for my 5 grateful things, but fuck it.
Dude, OPC spilled the fucking beans in chat. Like I saw it and I was like, bro, he spilled the beans.
It was supposed to be a surprise, but it's not a surprise anymore. It's okay. First of all, I want to thank OPC Don for the super chat. I'm not even used to saying this, guys, so this is weird. I got monetized. I'm super excited for it. He says, everyone, what did he say? Everyone's super chats and super stickers are here. Yes, they are, and here to stay because I could never get demonetized, guys. Come on now. But he's also
learned from you things differently than I did.
I don't know what the super sticker looks like, but I'm sure it's very cute. So I want to say thank you so much, OPC Dom, for being my very first super chatter. Honestly, like I was having like a poll within myself and was like, oh, who do I think is going to be the first super chatter? I thought it was like going to be either you or like Get Crack or someone who's just always in the chat or something. But I am very happy that it was you. I thank you and salute you so much, you guys, the chat, for supporting me and getting me here to monetization. And yeah, I'm just super excited. So that's it. But let's get to, since we're already in it, we can do the 5 grateful things because that's obviously my number 1. And then we can shout some people out, get to whatever else. So let's do the 5 grateful things. You can start, Ruby. And then
I'll go off the top of my head because I didn't think of anything, but I've been trying like all the last couple days. It really helped me. I have so much gratitude for you and all my online supporters who've been going above and beyond to help me in, the legal side of things and help me just with the chat, the Discord and everything. I've felt like a lot of love and support, and it makes all the difference because the hate stands out. I'm sensitive. I'm learning, how to handle it better, but it's definitely been a process.
Yes, 100%. But I'm just glad that we have each other. And for the people that think like me and Ruby like use each other for like some twisted fucking weird brain game type shit, you're wrong. Okay, me and Ruby actually have a connection. We're friends, and don't be jealous. Like, don't be jelly.
I mean, people, they're projecting their experience. It's the only experience they know.
Hey, he says, shout out to LOLAngelz, H&K.
Thank you.
Shout out to you, H&K. Guys, you are making my night and my week and my month here in my life because like the super chats, Ruby, this is actually crazy. I feel like I do feel like a streamer all the time, but like this really makes
now it's official, dude.
And shout out to Jimmy for the super chat for $2.99. It's a sticker. We can't see the stickers on our side, but I'm sure it's very beautiful, very cute. So shout out to you, Jimmy. You are one of the loyalist lowriders and one of like the most prettiest, beautiful angels that we possibly have. So shout out to you because your episode is still one of the best LOLAngelz episode that we've had so far, in my personal opinion.
Absolutely.
But okay, no, I'll start with the 5 grateful things, and then
wait, I have to do my other. So it's the people. What was my all right? And then I'll say 4th is that I got finally into the 120s with my weight. So I've lost about 50 pounds this last year, and I'm really proud of that progress I've made. And I'm grateful to God for bringing me peace in moments where things could have gone very differently. I really was struggling to keep sane, and also grateful for Camdog and Giggler because I went and stayed with them at their new house. I don't know if they're watching, but hi guys, if you're watching. That was so much fun just watching the Oscars and just having like a really normal time because I get really sucked into the online shit sometimes, and it's like it's just easier to wake up, go online, blah, go to work, come home, go online, repeat. It takes more effort to like make a plan, go somewhere else. But I'm really glad that,
yes, guys. Also, don't forget Ruby's Cash App. She's not monetized right now, but we're on the road to get Ruby monetized. Don't worry. But she still has.
I can reapply in like 2 days or like 4 days.
Guys, like we're about to get her there, but until then, we still love Cash Apps because that come directly to us. So Don't.
And it looks like people are tipping on Twitter too. Is that it?
But Stevie, he gave it $2. He said, hi, Stevie. Thank you so much for the super chat. I always want to say Cash App, guys. This is weird. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it yet. I literally just came in today around like 4 or 5 p.m. and I wasn't gonna stream until this weekend. I was gonna do a 12-hour stream, which I'm still gonna do. And yeah, I was
another 12.
Appreciate you guys as always. Thank you so much for supporting our channel and my channel personally. And I love you guys, of course. Stop. Okay, go ahead. Wait, did you finish your 5 gratefuls?
Yeah, I think I basically I jumped around a bit, but I think I got at least 5 in there.
Okay.
Hey babe.
Hi, hey Z Star. Before I do mine, OBC Don sent another $2. Thank you so much. She said now you need the memberships and redirects. W low. Yes, I will sign up for the member. It's not signing up. I'll do the little membership kind of more just settled into my channel because I still haven't had like my schedule yet or anything. And yeah, but W me, I appreciate you guys. W OPC Don for sure. That's why OPC Don's name is on the board. He did win trivia last week, guys, but he also is gonna stay up there for another like week or two for being the first super chat. So shout out to him. But
we didn't show our fashion videos yet.
No, wait, hold on. We gotta do my 5 first. We gotta do my 5 grateful things, and then we gotta shout people out because we still haven't shouted anybody out, and we're already 20 minutes in. But shout out to Pavilion, shout out to Yeti, Polly, of course. How are you? Hope all is well with you. Universal.
Polly's also been a huge help. Thank you so much.
Allie. Celtics, Z Star, CW.
Shout out
to you. Shout out to all of our mods. Of course, Eric, W, Junk, Jimmy. Who else do we have in here? I seen Imperious in here. EAE, of course. Doge. BB was in here too, guys. But
yeah, that's like the only one missing.
No, I think honestly, I don't know. I just got in text. But anyways, okay, 5 grateful things. First off, monetization. Well, no, God first, always. Number 1, God, because he also
I did God third. That's like blasphemy.
He is also another huge fucking damn near majority reason of why I am the person that I am, who I am, whatever, why I have the things that I have. The platform that I am able to, pursue with this. I'm very grateful for him. So he's number 1, of course. Second, monetization for sure. Like, I'm very happy about that. That made like my week, and I'm going to have a great stream this weekend. I know that. Third, I'm grateful for you, Ruby. I always say that every week, but like every week I really just like continue to love you and just I'm grateful for you. Fourth, my family, as always, guys, because like it's like when I spend time with certain people, like I always like they'll be the ones that come to mind first, and I don't think of like little shit. I don't really like little shit doesn't whatever. I'm grateful for everything, but I'm just naming the main shit. And then fifth, I usually always say you guys, but I'm gonna shout out a singular person. I'm gonna shout out my 5th person that I'm grateful for is Universal Jones, because guys, he helps me out a lot, so much you guys really don't understand. And we're also like friends outside of YouTube. We have a great relationship, and I just appreciate him. So shout out to Universal Jones, and guys, go sub to him by Brandon Jones. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. But shout out to Beard Mania also for the super chat of the, I don't know what it is, super sticker, but I'm guessing it's super cute. And shout out to EAE. There he is. I've been waiting for him for the $5 super chat. He said, my beautiful light-skinned queen, or skinned queen, preaches.
Oh, I didn't. That went a different. I only read the first half. Thank you, EAE.
EAE, I'm kindly declining, sir. Respectfully.
Writer, this is
appreciate you. You're still on the board, of course. You're the low rider of the month, which you're about to be done. I'm pretty sure this week coming up. I said that last week. I keep on adding on the weeks for you, but yeah. We'll get you guys in there. But yeah, that's shout outs to everyone. So we finished our 5 grateful things. I'm very just grateful for life also. Like I just love life. I love my life. I love everyone in my life, the whole community, YouTube itself, even though there is some fucking shitty ass shit on here. But let's get into we're gonna be reading the word a little bit more today, guys, just because like we've been obviously going through hella. The topic of the day is spiritual warfare. I've personally been going through a lot just in my personal life. Obviously, last week you kind of seen it with me and Ruby. We really just weren't in the most like upbeat kind of like just feelings. And this week we definitely came back better than ever. And yeah, we just need to get in our word more. So I'm gonna read my daily devotional. Like since it's the beginning, we obviously have our daily scripture of the day, and then Ruby at the end of the show will read her daily devotional. So yeah.
Perfect.
Let's get to that.
Perfect. So, and then we also have we each did like a little video because we both went thrifting today.
No, stop. Well, guys, for the people who've seen it, they did see mine, but they probably haven't because I don't think I have that many views on it. But I am excited for you guys to see it because I found the cutest things. And just Ruby, it's the cutest stuff. It's the cutest stuff. But let's see. We're on March 5th. Damn.
Was it March 5th? What the fuck? At least it's getting warm out. We survived the winter.
We did. And guys, it's about to be spring. It's about to be summer. I'm excited just because, like, not even like that. Fuck being outside like that. I just want to be outside, sitting in the sun, literally going to the beach, hanging out with my family, sitting in the pool, fucking enjoying my time, enjoying my life. But anyways, okay, let's get to it. Let me drink water first because
you always get a shout out. And also, there are some people who've been unbanned, some people who've been promoted as moderator. But specifically to people who've been unbanned, just try not to push your luck. Like, don't, especially if you have like satanic things in your name, try not to just say satanic stuff here. But we'd like to give, many chances and give people an opportunity to show growth and change.
Yes, sir.
Because we all have room to do that, So,
yes, we absolutely do. We 100% do.
So, Ryder, if you can control yourself.
Ryder? Oh, yeah. I mean, no, there's even some. Wait, before I get into my daily devotional, Ruby, did you want to talk about the hats? Because I feel like that would be a good something to talk about right now. I know you mentioned it in our text. So maybe if you wanted to mention it, because I still didn't kind of like understand fully what you meant. And
that was kind of like, I was just giving you like a bunch of ideas as they popped into my head just to kind of like select from. But the hats we still have, and I was thinking we could talk about how to go about that, but people can Cash App or Venmo just the cost of the hat and shipping. And I think we have like 9 available that haven't been claimed yet. But I was going to ask you, how do you do like your shipping with the blankets? Do you just have to, is there any way for the customer to keep their address private, or do they have to? I just want people.
People through my blanket business, you do have to obviously, whatever address you give me is the address that I ship to. So obviously, most people, they would just give me their address to their house. Obviously, guys, I'm not a fucking doxer. I'm a regular person with a regular life who's trying to build a regular business and do regular things. Okay, I'm not on this YouTube shit to fucking dox people and hold people's information and do all this shit. And yeah, that's just how my business goes. But if obviously they wanted to send it to like another UPS or a PO box to get picked up, that would be the address that they sent me. And then with me, like I don't put my address on there. I have places that I can put for myself and like Lowe's Customs, whatever. So
yeah, we just about all doxing. The only time I've doxed was in a moment of rage from the people that are following me and have showed up at my house. I did say their address, but I took the video down that mentioned it. But because it's not right for anyone to do. And in that moment, I wanted them to feel as unsafe as they made me feel, but it was wrong. That's never the right answer, to try to make someone feel bad because you feel bad. That was, Satan's voice. That was me.
No, it definitely is.
Want to be better than that.
But
that was an extreme situation. I otherwise take that incredibly seriously.
Yeah, I understand. All right, so March 5th, releasing beauty. And this is from Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. Ooh, this already I feels like goes with this episode and it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
God provides us relief from any bondage we carry. He truly does. Our Father can take any mistake we've made in the past and release the beauty in that error. We don't need to be so hard on ourselves. We don't need to feel trapped or think we failed or hold on so tightly that we can't see the joy in our current circumstance. Turn your face toward God and let him break that bondage apart. He can take the journey and form it into a place of humility and empathy for others. Watch as the chains break and you walk away much lighter. God, I have troubled letting go of the mistakes I've made in the past. I thank you for your promises of redemption. I choose today to forgive myself because you have already forgiven me. Amen. And yeah, I feel like not only does this go with today, but just even like with what you were saying, like, you know, kind of focusing on the good things and the line. Where did I read? Oh, we don't need to feel trapped or think we failed or hold on so tightly that we can't see the joy in our current circumstance. Because, you know, you could be going through something really fucking hard. So let's just like take your concert situation, for example. Like I said, that's why I was so focused and happy on your safety personally, because I was like, even though, you know, you are in this shitty situation, you still have your life, you still have your breath, you still have, you know, your place of living, you still have, you know, your family, and there's a lot of other things you can be grateful for than just like what's currently going on that's like making you feel some certain type of way. And when you do look on God and give that up to him, and you know, he takes that burden on for himself, because, you know, obviously his burden is light and easy, and you know, he wants us to be able to go. But I think that scripture, I think that daily devotional went really well with today and just our current situations, what we've been going through.
Absolutely. Especially the part about like being entangled. I think I used that like exact word about feeling like entangled in the situation and wanting to just detangle. And also the part about making sure you're facing God is like so important, because I just feel such a distinct, you really have to like go out of your way to make sure that's where your focus is, because the world, your flesh is pulling you in a million different directions.
You get distracted so easily. OBC Don, thank you for the super sticker, the super chat. I appreciate you.
Also, shout out Cycleman90 for the $50 Venmo.
Whoa, shout out Cycleman, W to you. W's in the chat for everyone.
Super angel chat, so thank you.
Yes, shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone who is helping and supporting us. We really appreciate you guys. And Romano, shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. And Jake Hudson, he said liked and shared. I appreciate you. Everyone liked the video on LOLangelz and on mine, which one you're watching through. It's LOLangelz with the Z if you're watching through my channel. And yeah, share. But anyways, okay, let's get to the cute shit. Do you want to play my video first, or do you want to play your video first?
Let's do your video first.
Okay, well, guys, we did, like Ruby said, we went thrifting. I went the other day, like 2 days ago. Ruby went today. We put like videos together, I guess, of our like experiences and walkthroughs, and I put like my video is a 3-minute video, so we'll be sitting here, but it's nice. It's a nice little just relaxation, satisfactory video, and you guys will get to see what I got at the end. And I can show one of the things because it is behind me. You can't really see it. Well, 2 things actually. But yeah, Ruby, you can go ahead and play the video now.
I'm excited to see the trinkets you got for that. All right, this is Lo's video first. And while the video is playing, it mutes us, so just FYI, but
No, first of all, guys, I have to
The
tell you
fucking
that
frog. Oh, those
store,
names are so cute.
that store is so amazing. It's so cute. I literally I love trinkets. I love just little things, big things, jumbo things, whatever. Like the clothing side, I guess, of the store really wasn't that big as you've seen, but there was a lot like on the trinket side of the store. That's why I only got a couple of the clothing item because it was kind of grandma-ish, but the trinkets were just so cute. There was so much more in there that I wanted to buy, but I didn't because, you know, I like to stay on a budget when I'm going out and about. I love to, you know, manage money, of course. But my King Frog
How
is
much
right
did you end up spending?
for that one, I think like $30 or something. But guys, look at him.
That's fucking adorable. Wait, let me put you full screen. Oh my god, dude. That's fucking
Look
adorable.
how cute and fucking tiny he is. Oh, and you guess what his name is? Guess what his name is, baby? Go ahead. Or I'm gonna I dropped him.
Give us a hint. What's the first letter? I'm gonna guess it's named LOLAngel.
It starts with an L.
All right. I was on the right track.
And
Low.
it starts with an L, but it has something to do with like because he has a king, you know, he has a crown.
Oh, Prince Frog? Dude, never mind. I'll just stop guessing.
I said it's okay. Well, his name is Lord Farquaad.
Oh,
Like off
Lord
of
Farquaad.
off of Shrek.
Oh, cute. Oh, did you get any other trinkets? I liked those little kitty plates. Were so fucking cute too. Oh yeah, the huge lighter. Does that work?
If I
Or is it like it's just like a fun? I love like oversized stuff.
If I restored it, it would work, but I don't know how to do that shit.
So what is up? We're pulling nice numbers tonight, and we're multi-streaming too. What is up, people? And welcome newcomers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are every week around 6:30 or 7 Eastern Standard Time, and then we each have our individual channels, Ruby Spacek and Riding High with Low, where we each are streaming like multiple times a day, sometimes both of us. So the content has been being delivered. And speaking of, I also went to the thrift store today, but made a way weirder video. It's not that weird. I've definitely given weirder, but it was a
quadratic. I definitely agree with you. I need a overlarge blunt for sure. But Ron Max, shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in on my side. Guys, like the video. Come over to LOLAngelz if you like. LOLAngelz with a Z. Like the video. Subscribe.
Oh, and join our Discord. We have a really great Discord, and we encourage people to participate and join our panels and post the art and progress. And it's just one Discord where people can be nice, you know? So don't come in with just being like an asshole to be an asshole, annoying to be annoying, or, you know, whatever.
Right. Flow state. And what I mean by restored is not just it's out of liquid, but I would need to replace the wick and the cotton inside of it and clean it out very well, take it apart. You know what I mean? I have seen videos on people actually cleaning lighters like that and restoring them. But I mean, if I watched enough videos, if I had the right supplies, I'm sure I could do it. Anybody could do it. But am I going to? Probably not, because I like it as just a little decoration.
Yeah, I like it as a decoration too. And there's rarely an occasion where you need a jumbo lighter like that I can think of, but with a jumbo blunt.
I couldn't even imagine
my little first
adventure.
Okay,
let's get excited because I haven't even seen this yet. Oops. Really? The plaid shirt, oh my god, Girl, I was
Dude,
like,
I almost wore that tonight. Maybe I'll do like a wardrobe change because I really like that. I don't have like anything
first of all,
preppy.
that cropped knitted sweater was really, really cute, but the plaid shirt beat it all for me. I don't know why, but I've been loving plaid more. And it was
I just had like a basic turtleneck, the cropped shirt, and this was just like a cowgirl shirt. And everything I got was like under $12 each.
I noticed the little collars, the little metal pieces, the incorporated. Yeah, it's giving.
Dude, I fucking love
Fringe, yes.
fringe.
I really, really like the plaid sweater though. I think that was my all-time favorite, and I cannot, because if you would have wore that, like we kind of would have matched too, because that was like pink and grayish. Like,
dude, fuck. I was so close to wearing this, but then I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get like too warm, but fuck it. Wardrobe change. Let's go.
No, it's okay. It's okay. While you do wardrobe change, I can read the daily scripture if you want. Scripture of the day.
Yeah. Why do we? Yeah, we'll do that. I'll be listening, but I'll be backstage.
Okay, and of course she brings me up on this big screen. All right, let's see. We got the scripture of the day, guys. There's a couple more things that we are going to be getting into. I also do not have control of the back settings. Like Ruby is the only one with the control to the back settings, so I can't bring up anyone's. Yep. I can't do anything back here. Just be a panelist. Ron Mack said, do I have a cowgirl hat? No, I do not have a cowgirl hat, but I have been changing my style up the last couple of weeks. So don't say I won't have one, because I might. Who knows? But let's do the scripture of the day. So for the scripture of the day, actually, Ruby, are you still there? Because we had the picture. We can pull the picture up after. Okay, we can pull it up after. Oh, because the Ephesians one, the one that I had you do for the scripture. Okay, but so put on. Well, I did like 6 through 10, Ephesians 6 through 10, not just Ephesians 6:11, but Ephesians 6 through 10 or 6, 10, 11. Finally be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. And this passage is a call to arm yourself with the spiritual armor of God in order to stand firm against the powers of the darkness or the devil, demons, entities, however you want to put it. Being in a unity of believers, remembering the blessings of salvation and the importance of walking in love and light allows us to be prepared for the battle of spiritual warfare and the things that we go through on a daily basis. The symbolism of the armor of God is rich with meaning, of course, and it's super significant. Paul, who wrote the passages, describes the different pieces of spiritual armor, including the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of gospel of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And each piece of armor represents a different aspect in our lives and essential for protection to spiritual warfare. So that's kind of like what an explanation on the passage means a little bit. But yeah, I do ask God to, put his full armor on me. I know, like, I have read what is the word that I'm thinking of? Like the importance of each piece of armor. I forget like what they are exactly, like what the standing and the meaning of each one is. But I ask God, every day to shield me with his protection and his armor and allow me to wear it. Ruby, wait, I just realized that you have the fucking, or sorry, you have the sweater on. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I did. And also I can Google the God's armor thing.
Wait, just back up a little bit. Let me see really quick.
Okay, wait, let me do my.
Yes, stop. The color schemes are giving, and with the jeans. No, don't touch it. It's perfect with the white pieces out. Oh my god,
I thought it would be like a cute, like preppy.
Ruby, that fucked me. Or sorry, I keep saying that F word. That sweater with the jeans. That outfit is so cute. I actually am in love with the outfit. I think that's one of my favorite outfits so far.
Dude, this I should have worn it because we would have been totally matching. We were so close.
Where you
Well,
wear like your black turtleneck or your colored turtleneck with your black skirt with the white and the red inside. I love that skirt. That's
oh.
no,
Yeah, we've been delivering some looks, people.
listen,
Also,
I white
actually,
shirt that I found that I showed in my thrift haul with that shirt, like those are both our perfect finds because I want to send you here. I'll send you I don't know if I want to upload it, but I'll send you the outfit that I came up with for the white t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Also, what you were wearing in the video at first was so cute too. You always have like the cutest outfits.
What with the red jacket? I actually got that.
It just looked like so cute and like very athleisure or whatever.
Somebody called that a thriller jacket. Listen, I am doing my own style, guys. But no, look at that picture, Ruby, and look how fucking because I keep telling everyone like I want to start becoming a fashionista, like start layering and
same.
You know, just doing what I need to do and give. But the outfit gives librarian. Like I'm about to go to brunch, and
dude, this is so cute.
Is it so?
For you. It's delivering. You're right. Let me upload it so everyone can see.
Yeah, you can upload it. It's fine. I don't care. Bro. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself really quick, Ruby.
All right. I'm gonna upload this pic. But what's up, chat? You like this? I never usually go for like very preppy things like this. But especially if I'm going to be in court more, I need to make a serious effort to look less crazy. And I genuinely am truly an aspiring normie. Okay, the hair color, it's normal. The house, it's okay. The mental health, it's better. But Lo is also a fashionista queen already. And I love the look, so let me upload it. But she's just on the phone right now. I uploaded a bunch of stuff, which I was thinking a lot about forgiveness, and I have an issue where I do forgive and forget like pretty quickly, but that doesn't mean I don't have boundaries, you know? And that doesn't mean that if you harm me, I'm going to have to change my approach to you and potentially no longer want to interact with you. It's the consequences of bad behavior as people can make their decision to not associate with certain people. Unfortunately, some people are crazy and don't take no for an answer, but you know, it is what it is. What do you do? But I don't like existing in hate. I don't like feeling hate. I don't like giving into those feelings. It was a pretty dark place. Do not envy the violent or choose any of their ways, for the Lord detests the perverse, but takes the upright into his confidence. Oops. I don't know what that is.
You came back.
Okay, just in time because I was like pulling up random things.
No, so
and I found the God's armor thing.
You know, you can pull up the two after you show this picture, the
the other ones.
Sunsets that I had sent you.
Yes, they're so cute.
No, because this one made me feel like, guys, I literally, as you've seen, like I stopped in the middle of the road. I wasn't playing. Like it just looks so like ethereal. Is that how you say that word? Like to me, like
it
was
ethereal, yeah.
Yeah, like God was literally just like, he always shows me the best sunsets 100% every day. But this one,
you literally do get the best shot.
Shining out from the clouds, like it was so beautiful. I always do really get the best pics. I don't know. It's one of my favorite things ever. So,
all right, let me just upload this so everyone can see this.
Yeah, no, guys, and we gotta be quick with the Ruby because people be weird. Like I want to show you guys the fit, but no, I can't. I'm sorry. I almost had all that. No, not you. I'm just thinking. I don't even know what this. Oh, the full armor of God. That's what we're looking at. I couldn't read, and I also can't fucking see. If I can't stop saying the F word, guys, I have an issue. Like,
sorry, I'm so bad at the tech side of stuff, but I think I got the picture uploaded.
No, you're good.
Because I love the outfit. Okay, boom.
Yes, this is the outfit, guys. Super cute with my white shirt. This is the fit that I put together. And those were the shoes that I got, the tan shoes. That's why I had to put my foot up so you could see the whole fit together. And I have brown and gold glasses and gold jewelry to go on with it. And yeah, that's the fit.
Dude, I love it. And that's such a fun thing you can incorporate with the channel, is just like elevating the visual, because that's so much of it is half of what you're bringing. It's like audio and visual together, you know?
100%.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no, I
God.
definitely no, I cannot wait to wear this outfit out, because I just want to go to a brunch or like do something cute and nice. But I don't have friends. I don't go to any events or anything. So like, I don't know. But yeah.
Well, half of it is like dressing the part, you know? It's like I want to be interacting with the world in a more normal way, and yet I tend to dress like a child, like a lazy child. I always do hair and makeup, but I just dress.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I either dress like a boy or I dress really cute. Like there's no in between. Like I swear, I'm either dressed like a boy, like a dyke or something, and then I can pull out outfits like those. But like I said, like I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything, so I never get to wear my cute outfits out. Like it's annoying. But
now you have this because you want to always switch up your visual to like as much as you can, like with streaming.
Yeah,
especially.
Universal. I'm surprised that I showed that too, but I was like, since I am monetized and I wasn't expecting to do my like stream this to my show, we'll give you a nice little surprise. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the chat, of course. Hopefully, I will get to wear that outfit one day, and I will probably show you.
Well, we are definitely meeting up in person, and we're going to be extremely fashionable. We are going to each elevate our styles into being fashionistas, angels, etc., with our beautiful thrift store clothing, which is also fun to experiment.
I don't think they're even ready for it. Like, yes, I know we've been talking about it for the last couple of months, but it also is like we can plan it within a short amount of time, but we just want to plan the perfect weekend, like make sure we're just both good on everything. Obviously, we're not gonna be in telling when the weekend is because we got crazies out here, but it'll just pop up, you guys. So you guys better just continue to watch Ruby and Low, and we will be.
We don't know who's popping up where, when. We could be meeting
thrifting together. We're gonna be getting Dunkin' together. We're gonna be walking in the park together. Everything. We're gonna be dancing in her room together.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know why I could get this image bigger, but it says the armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the belt of truth, the sword of the spirit, feet of peace, shield of faith, and a breastplate of righteousness. Truth, spirit,
we look
peace,
up
faith, righteousness, salvation.
Can we look on like what the meanings are behind each and every one of them? Because like I had that in my definition and I was gonna put that in there, but I just didn't end up doing it. Like go to all, so you can go to like, oh, okay, that's better. That's that. Zoom in.
Here we go.
True Junkie said, me too. I have a closet full of clothes, many cool stuff from thrift stores. I gotta get out of habit of wearing sweats all the time too. Yeah, that's definitely me. 100%.
So this says, let's read here. The sword of spirit, your only weapon is the word of Elohim, the scriptures of the Bible. This is how you fight. All the other pieces are armor, but the scriptures are your weapon, so you must know them. And then the belt of truth, having this belt means that you have the moral courage to stand up for what is right and to stand against what is wrong, no matter what. Stand your ground.
Okay.
And the boots. Did you want to comment on it, or you can keep going?
No.
With the boots of the gospel, the shoes prepare you to face the enemy with firm-footed stability. Looking for it, and a readiness.
You need to ask God for the boots of the gospel.
God, give me the boots. I need all of this, But and I've also veered from like my policy of like always telling the truth, because at points I was trying to throw people off my trail, so I'm lying about where I am, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, but I just prefer. It's just much simpler for me. I would prefer to like have a life where I can just be honest and not have to be deceptive about anything, you know? And that's another
And
thing that like,
I mean, that is one of God's laws also, is we can't lie. So I like, obviously I'm not gonna lie and say I don't lie. I try my very absolute hardest not to lie. Like I would
yeah,
just absolutely say nothing before I like deliberately lie though. Like sometimes I won't notice it. If, like, you know how you're just talking to someone, it could even be like, oh, someone asks how your day's going and you're like, it's fine, but really it's shitty. Like that's lying. You know what I mean? But you don't notice that you're lying because it's like, it's so just, you're so used to in that habit of just telling someone you're fine, or just situations like that. And it's small and you don't.
yeah. Yeah, it's hard, but I feel like there is a way to like be honest all the time and also like appropriate for the situation. Like I can just, I don't know. It was such a bizarre situation I've been in the last week that I hope to not be in again. But all right. So then the helmet of salvation, your salvation should always be at the forefront of your mind. It will keep your priorities in order.
Okay. I agree with that one for sure.
The breastplate of righteousness, you have an upright heart. And to speak on the heart, I feel like another thing I've noticed in this is how easy it is and how there's this temptation for my heart to harden, to just be like, fuck it. I'm just sick of like trying to be good all the time when people who are doing things wrong always win or whatever, even though that's not even necessarily true. But I feel that temptation to just be like, oh, fuck it. You know, like, I don't know. I haven't had any like dark or like relapse or anything.
All the time. Like I think I like told you guys that last week. Like sometimes I do, obviously, you know, I talk my talk, whatever, but obviously I can admit that, you know, some days I do feel like giving up. Some days like it is very hard to, you know, it's not really hard for me personally to have faith, but it's hard to like just do I don't know how to put it. Like it's so hard to explain because it's like it's easy to do the right things when you know you're doing the right things. It's easy to have faith when obviously you know that God is real, but it's like you know how hard like the path is to get to him and to get to being fully righteous and fully a good person, which we will never be, but that's besides the point. And I like, you know, that thought alone like sometimes just makes me want to give up, and I'm like, damn, like life's really fucking hard. Like even just like emotions and your day-to-day relationships with people, like conversations, like it can go as simple and as easy of a situation as that. And like sometimes it's very, very overwhelming. And I do have to, you know, obviously put God first, bring my focus on him, think about just like his promises that he's made to me, and you know, the strength that I have, his strength, and just things that he tells us that we have to be reminded of, you know, and that always helps, but it gets hard every now and again. It does for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I struggled a lot, and I struggle a lot with my faith, but the way that I deal with it is I just like, you know, talk to God, or, you know, what I perceive to be God, or talk to the universe and talk about how I'm feeling. And I do tend to feel more grounded. And when I like go to the scripture, and I was reading like Philippians today. Is that how it's pronounced? Philippians? Or Philippians? I forget if I'm saying it wrong. But I just instantly felt like peace and resonated like this message of love and like forgiveness and blessing your enemies. And all of those things, like, even though there's a temptation to like behave poorly, be petty, whatever, ultimately it just feels so much better to be in a space of forgiveness and loving and understanding. For me, I just have an issue of once I get into that space of still maintaining very clear boundaries with people, because that can be a challenge. And that's right, HK. It's hard to walk a straight line in this world, especially when you see bad people getting everything they want.
Absolutely. Yes. I think so too.
Yeah, a lot of times sometimes bad behavior is rewarded, but it's never worth it, you know? And the more you like reflect on your behavior and try to live like in line with God's will, you just feel like such a huge difference. And
you do feel a huge difference. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even though it is hard, it is easier though, because I felt like just thinking about when I was kind of living life like blindlessly and just I did whatever I wanted to do, that didn't really feel good, because like deep down I was still yearning. I could feel that I was yearning for something more, you know, meaningful and like a purpose in my life. So yeah, like the path might be hard now, but at least I know like what my purpose is and what like at the end of my goal, you know, it's going to be worth it. I'm not like moving this way for no reason. I'm not going through these troubles for no reason. You know what I mean? Instead of just living the life that I want to live, maybe being happy, maybe not, but also yearning for what we like, what our souls are deserving, like, or of God. I don't know how to really put the ending, but yeah.
I downloaded this. It's the cardinal virtues, and life isn't always, it's not always clear what the right thing to do is, you know. People will always disagree on it.
Will you bring it back up for a couple
minutes? Yeah,
because I wanted to see it really quick. And like you can, or can you read them to us?
So these are the cardinal virtues. Courage is deciding how to act in trying times, the resilience in the face of adversity. And even though I had some failures this week, I did feel and sense my resilience in that despite all the chaos, I made it to work. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm still streaming. I'm still getting things done. And I'm trying to advance myself towards my goals. And I struggle immensely, you know, and I just, you know, I'm trying my best out here. I was reading this. I haven't been reading the Bible as much. And that was another reason I felt like almost unfocused. I went through a really good like run of reading the Bible every day for like a few months in a row. And then the stress started happening and I just kept getting sucked into watching hate videos and this like really dark mindset. And eventually I just Googled like, you know, some Bible passages and that helped to get me reconnected with it. But this resonated. I believe it's from Philippians and it's live as citizens of heaven. Above all, you must live as citizens of heaven, conducting yourselves in a manner worthy of the good news about Christ. Then whether I come and see you again or only hear about you, I will know that you are standing together with one spirit, one purpose, fighting together for the faith, which is the good news. Don't be intimidated in any way by your enemies. This will be a sign to them that they are going to be destroyed, but that you are going to be saved even by God himself. For you have been given not only the privilege of trusting in Christ, but also the privilege of suffering for him. We are in this struggle together. And it keeps going for a while, but
yeah, I like that. Like we do suffer for him, and that makes suffering even easier to deal with, because if we're suffering for him, knowing what he went through literally for us, then our suffers are nothing. Like our sufferings are nothing. But I do want to shout out to Napstar. Big W's in the chat for you. He says, here's to low, suck at OPC, and for a $10 super chat. I appreciate you so much, Napstar. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and my monetization. This is the first day for the super chat, so you guys are killing it for sure. I appreciate you guys.
Yes.
But yeah, and I absolutely loved that. What scripture was that?
I believe it was Philippians in book like 6, I think. And Julia just posted, this is a good one too. Return evil for evil to no one. Do not let yourself be conquered by the evil, but keep conquering the evil with good. And one example of success in this is that me and Lynx, who had been fighting for a while over petty stuff, we made up, and you know, I totally misjudged her at first, and you know, I think she misjudged me, and we just, as I've gotten to know her, and she stuck up for me in like a conversation with Grace, because I got a message the other night, someone was like, oh, like Lynx is talking, and I went and checked, and she was actually being, you know, sticking up for facts and how, you know, what they were doing is wrong and etc. But it just felt so much better, like, to mend things. I always feel better like mending things, you know, and not having bad blood. It's really not my you know, my preference, or most people.
Yeah, I don't like having bad blood with anybody. Me personally, like there's not one person I can say like that I hate. First of all, there's no one that I hate in this world, but even like dislike, like there's not a lot of people that I dislike. Even there's a lot of people that dislike me, but I think it's kind of funny. Like I don't know what people dislike me for, but
that's like how my mom is. Like she watches these videos and like, you know, people are talking about her who've like met her once for 2 minutes, And I was like, Mom, I really hope you're not taking any of this to heart. You know, they're
Oh
lying.
no,
They're just
definitely
trying to
no.
hurt
When you
you.
told me that, that makes me just very sad. Like the whole situation obviously made me sad, but knowing that your family and your mom has to be involved into this is just makes it even more worse. Like, why are you bringing?
Yeah, and they were saying stuff like how, you know, I'm gonna die like my junkie brother, or he deserved it. You know, my mom's a bad mom. She wants all her kids to die and be sick, and just crazy, hateful things. And they're trying to poison, you know, and create dysfunction where there isn't any. And it's, I don't know, it's malice. It's not.
It is.
something-
It's really bizarre if you think about it,
It's
and I don't know,
utterly
you
bizarre.
try, like you just gotta stay out of the shit, Ruby. Like we can't be
Mhm.
having this for you and your family. Like obviously, it's not by like you know what I mean. Like maybe in the beginning, I don't know if you put fault on yourself just for like involving yourself with them, but that is done and over with. It has been months and months since then. You have been trying, obviously, actively trying to get out of that, separating yourself from them, and they're continually trying to come for you. So I just feel like the best situation and just like option at this point is just to avoid the whole just everything. Like this needs to be the
Yeah.
last video we even address them. Like, and we're not
Yeah.
even them.
And that's part of like looking at God. If I'm looking at God, consuming like positive content and interacting with people in my IRL, the people who care about me, that leaves no space in my field of vision for the bullshit, you know? And it's kind of like the image of Jesus walking, you know, on water during the storm, and the apostles, you know, the way that they had to cross was by like only looking at Jesus and having faith in him. But the moment they looked aside and lost their faith, they fell, you know, and sank. I don't feel, I know it's hard though. And I started in like the debate, kind of like blood sports, kind of like there's a combativeness to it that I enjoyed, but I really am trying to do something else at this point, and I don't care to really debate much that like at all. I have like really
That's
no
the
desire
thing.
to much.
It's very exhausting. I would hate to, if I was you, I would not do it. Like I don't know how you could do it so much, but at the same time, like I said, I do understand coming from just like the fact that I've never had to deal with anything like that, so I don't know how I would react in a situation like that. Quadratic,
Yeah,
you're not
it's
from the
really
chat.
bizarre.
What is going? A couple people said, "Are we banned from Danny?" You're not banned from
I
the
am.
chat. You're not banned from the chat. Of course, Quadratic and Danny. What? You guys are not banned.
We're multi-streaming people, so I don't know if that's maybe confusing people if they think they're banned, if you know, because we're looking at a couple different chats. So I'm sorry if we're missing any messages. Okay, so like that. I'm glad I changed it, and we are totally color matched right now.
It's something else. Like it's really giving. I really love it on you. It fits you perfectly, and I love the style. And like you love K-pop, and this is giving K-pop, bro. Like
Yes, it's also it's giving like I want to present myself. You know, you have to dress for the part. I want the part of being a respectable, contributing person in this world, not like a total freak show 24/7. And that doesn't mean I can't be eccentric or artistic or whatever, but I want a more age appropriate, mature, just like not chaotic way of dressing.
100%. I obviously have been feeling that. Like people constantly try to get me in, you know, fucking all different types of outfits. But me, just like as I get older every day, I just like being concealed more. It's okay to have like a little bit of mid drift out every now and again, or when it's summer, wear shorts, but like fucking just having your titties popping and bouncing and whatever. Hey, I'm not judging, but I can't. And I love like I don't know, like I feel like people also take modesty and think of like, oh, when someone's modest or they look modest, they look like grandma-ish or mom, or like they're square or boxy. But no, like you can be modest and fashionable all in the same. Like
Absolutely.
like the outfit that I showed earlier, that outfit was not revealing by any means. It didn't show any type of nothing, and it was chef's fucking kiss outfit, 10 out of 10. Okay. Info warrior.
Dude, it fucking was. And you totally rock. I was literally thinking the same thing earlier about like modest fashion when we were like sending each other thrift videos, because we both tend to like just naturally dress that way. But that's like a whole, you know, kind of like community, you know, or like tag.
Yeah,
You can do
no,
like
don't get me
modest,
wrong.
like
Like,
updated
that's what I'm saying.
fashion.
Like women can wear whatever they want to wear, like, and obviously women have bigger boobs and have a bigger butt and whatever. Like you can't help what shows especially when clothes are the way that they are now. Because listen, when I go to the mall and I go to like, you know, the like what's the word I'm looking for? Just like popular type of stores that everyone wants to go to. The shit that I find in there, Ruby, like I mean, like it's literally all crop tops, holes in it, fucking everything that I don't want. Everything that I don't want. And it's very frustrating trying to shop. So like that's one reason why I go thrift shopping, but like I will literally buy, like, if I say, like, I go to Walmart, I'm going to the men's aisles and getting graphic
I do
tees.
that too.
Going and getting, like, flannels. I'm going and getting, like, I don't know. I just can't wear that shit anymore. Like, it's not even, because I feel like people will say, like, oh, well, you must not have the, like, I don't even know for it. It's not even anything to do with that. It's just, like, I don't know.
The first time I met you, it was a Halloween contest night.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all the way
so
from
we've
October,
seen that, yes.
And it's not even that, like, back then I still dressed like how I dress today. It's just for that was just an exception. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there will be exceptions where, like, okay, I'm like, you know, if I
that's a fun
do
costume contest. It wasn't even
like,
that crazy. One person and only one person was like shaming you for it. And that was wild. Like,
I mean, no, that girl that did come up and try to shame me, that was crazy. That was wild. I mean, people have tried to from that point on, which I get it, but at the same time, like, it was an exception. Like I said, it'll be rare that people ever see me like that. And if they do, then you guys should just take it as, oh, like, she's just showing a little bit of fucking skin today. Like, come on now.
You feel like, I don't know. I'm still like learning what it means to be like, I've been celibate since like September and made it like a choice. Like, I just don't want to be in the dating pool right now at all. I think it's better for me to focus on my mental health and just like getting my life together and things like that, you know? And it's like, what level of sexy do I want to be online? Like, since I lost weight, I wanted to wear, you know, sometimes like tighter clothing to show off, like, I'm proud of my progress, but I don't want to do a line, you know, like some people are streaming like in bikinis or like doing things I feel like are kind of like pushing the limits, like on YouTube and doing, it's like, who are you doing this for? You're doing it for someone to masturbate to. And if that's,
that at least I did, at least when I was in my Halloween costume, like I literally did it for a contest with a prize. I wasn't just on YouTube doing it just to be like, hey guys, like, come on now, like, don't get me wrong. Now, see, when it comes to like,
can you imagine if I did? I like can't even imagine.
I couldn't imagine. But at the same time, Quadratic, you said I like cosplay. I like cosplay too, but like, I personally, since I am into anime, I love obviously guy characters. And as a girl, I would cosplay a guy character, but do it girly. Like if I'm doing a wig or something, or I'm using my regular hair, it's going to be long and nice, but it's just going to be like the girl version of the guy in cosplay. I don't know.
Romana has an interesting question. I'm curious your take, because I dated a guy and like
self-gratification is a sin. Self-gratification is a sin, guys. Okay.
I don't know if I agree. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean,
and sex like in general and all that stuff. That's another reason why I'm just like, pause. Like, let's not even, because I just don't even know how I feel about a lot of stuff. And, you know, I would never judge anyone for doing that. But I do think there's a huge issue with like porn addiction, and people are, you know, not connecting with each other anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I personally think self-gratification is a sin. I know that a lot of people don't and probably don't agree with that, but I personally think, like, even if it's not written in the Bible that it's an absolute sin, I probably do look at it in that way because it's just another like opening or an outlet for something else to be released into your life and for you to obviously be lustful, to be horny, however you guys want to put it. And I don't need that in my life. So I, you know, think those are my words. That's a sin to me. So
yeah. So it's obviously a private, like, personal choice people make based on their reflections. And but I definitely see something really dysfunctional about like porn, the status of porn. Obviously, I never did like porn, but I was on OnlyFans and did, you know, sexual content, pleasured myself like on camera. You know, that's what I did on and off for years until I found God, and it didn't feel good anymore. I felt like the spiritual experience from it that I didn't before, you know, and I still did it out of desperation for money a few times, but you know, I've been very strict about like not doing that. Also, since I went celibate in September, I also haven't, you know, had to resort to anything like that in a long time.
And I'm glad for you for getting out of that, Ruby, just because like I said, we don't judge anyone. Everyone has to get by. Like if you got to do what you got to do, then do it. But you know, if you have that choice and that conviction on your heart, which I'm guessing that you did because that's why you stopped, like that's just a good thing. And you're here today to show for it that you can get out of that. You don't have to like, and I don't know, like a lot of people have a lot of opinions when it comes to that type of stuff, but we don't have to get into that into LOL Angels because that is like a whole different, that's like a, you know, whatever podcast type of topic that I'm not trying to get into. So.
Yeah. But I also want people to know it's not that I'm proud of my past, but it is my past. I want to always own it. And I'm proud of my progress. I am proud of that. So
I'm so proud of your progress.
I do like to, I don't know. But I obviously have like mixed feelings on it, but I definitely feel like it's the right choice for me at this point in my life. But, you know, I did that. Things are out there and people have used that to try to hurt me. And, you know, it succeeded at the time, but
NASCAR asked, he said, is being celibate against God's will? Aren't y'all supposed to have sex? Well, yes, you're supposed to have sex once you're married. It's obviously a sin to have sex before marriage. And yeah, so it's being celibate against God's will. No, it's not against his will. Unless
that's actually the highest thing is like, I think there's something in it that like the most ideal is someone who's celibate and completely dedicated to God, but
100%.
Right. It's like, it's fine also to, you know, I don't know. I obviously I'm fairly new to like the Bible, so I don't have the most like, you know, accurate interpretations, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Yeah, no, it's not against God's will. It's within God's will is to be celibate until you're married.
Yeah. It's like,
obviously he's seen what was going to happen to humanity, and that's why he gave us Jesus Christ, so we could, you know, ask for forgiveness, be forgiven, fucking repent, change, because he's seen that we were going to mess up a lot of people, obviously myself included. And yeah, that's why when it comes to when you do finally get into God and his word and you start to think deliberately, like you can't continue to do the same things that you once did because you already repented for, you already asked for forgiveness. So it's basically like smacking God in the face as soon as, you know, you ask for forgiveness and then you turn around and do the same thing. And like the sex thing, it's just like, I don't know. It's a very, when you stop having sex, like it kind of shows you a different type of world. It clears your eyes, it clears your mind. You realize how dirty and nasty the world is and how over sexualized people and everything is. And I completely understand why he had like made sex a sin and, you know, like tells you to steer away and to run away from, you know, temptations, because it is like, it literally reels you in, it pulls you in, like, and it's bad for you at the end of the day. At the
also,
end of the
people keep talking about banned people. I don't know who's like banned right now. That's like,
yeah, I think Tony is fucking around with Danny, just joking around with him.
Okay. Don't guys don't. And yes, we are both biological women.
Virgin or who Virg, I don't know how you say your name, but you're both more than likely transgender. How does this reality align with your belief system? Genuine question. I actually you know, full-blown born woman, you know, came out of my mother's vajay, female on my birth certificate. I don't, you know, Ruby is going to say the same thing. I'm not going to say I don't know about Ruby. She is, but Vagine, Vajay, however, V, we'll call you that. We appreciate your genuine question, but no, are we align with what we are? We know what we're supposed to be and who we're supposed to be like.
But I love, you know, people of all different walks of life. And I think I've seen like people like Blair White, who's trans, convert to Christianity. And that's also someone's personal thing. And I'll always support someone trying to better themselves and connect with God and their higher values. And you can do that wherever you're at, however you identify right now. You can start that process of talking to God and getting to where you need to be. And it is a process. My conclusions and where I am at in my interpretation, it changes and evolves as, you know, as I get more information and experience.
Right. EAE did have a question for us, and I'm sorry that I ignored your question. I didn't see it, EAE. You asked, is there any sin that you commit weekly that you ask forgiveness for? I do, obviously. I think I sin every day, if I'm being honest. Like, smoking's not a sin, but to me, like I said, like I like to make it just harder for myself. Like, I'm just gonna make, all the bad things that I know I shouldn't be doing a sin. So like the fact that I smoke every day, cussing isn't a sin, but it's a curse of the words, curse of the mouth. I cuss every day. I ask forgiveness for those things. What else? Like I ask for humility a lot. I ask for forgiveness for that because, I try to stay humble, but sometimes, myself does get the best of me and I'll have a little bit of an ego, a little bit of laziness, just average things that I feel like a lot of people go through on a daily basis that a lot of people forget to ask for, even just like overindulging in YouTube and food and TV shows and just whatever I'm doing. Like there's so much stuff, honestly, that, you have to watch out for. So.
And lockout, if you want to get into it, there's, it's actually not as simple as if you don't, well, never mind. I don't even want to get into like moral objectivity. Like I said, I don't really want to be.
I don't understand object.
We can agree to disagree. Different people on different things. I obviously have still struggled with my faith and my views. And
Napstar says, if you're high, then how are you supposed to feel God's blessings? Is it a sin? It's not a sin, like I said, to literally smoke, but God does tell you to keep a clear mind and to, not like tarnish your body, basically. And don't change your state of mind, which that is what you're doing when you're being high. But does it suppress God's blessings or his feelings? No, I can't say that. I personally would say they don't, just because obviously God still blesses me with my life every day. I still smoke. I think he's obviously just waiting for me to stop being stubborn and give into his will. But I don't think that because like if he allowed everything that you do to delay what he's supposed to give you, then we would all like be in a shitstorm, guys. That's what I like kind of came to fully realize. Like if God wasn't there all the time and he wasn't watching our backs and constantly forgiving us, all the shit that we've done over all the years would have just built up and we would have literally been in like way over our heads. So I feel like he doesn't block out the blessings, I guess, if you're in a state of, high or drunk or something, because he always accepts you for where you are also. So
yeah, and also, LOLAngelz, when is the stream when you talk about objectivity and your points and thoughts? We're explaining our opinions and our personal thoughts and interpretations.
Episode is our opinions and thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So I'm actually like, we're both kind of on journeys of discovering what we believe, and part of this show is us sharing and talking with the audience and sharing our interpretations. We don't agree on everything. We're at different points, and it's an evolving situation. So the last thing I would want to say or put out there is that like my opinion on what's sin or not is objective. Like we don't want to be giving that energy. So I'm sorry if you received that. So I apologize.
Yeah, no, I just personally don't understand like objectivity, however you say that word. Like when people ask like questions about that, like, is there an object truth or something like, I don't know.
Just like, do they think it like exists like outside of being perceived?
Yeah, I don't know. But like we always try to tell everyone who comes in, like, it doesn't even matter, if a atheist, a Satanist, a Christian, a Catholic, whoever wants to call up, we can call up, or they can call up. We can have a civilized conversation, even if we don't agree. But, as in just the opinions and like what we have to say, I feel like we definitely do that, every episode. At this point, I feel like everyone obviously knows me and Ruby we're trying to reach God more. We're trying to get more into his word and his way and his will. And, we will interact with the chat. And if they have something opposing to like what we're saying, like we all will obviously read it, give our side on it, what we think. And yeah, because when we do have open panels, that's the time for people to come up and kind of have like these debated arguments that you guys want to have. But like, even then it's not a debated argument because everyone can believe what they want to believe.
And also, objectivity was not the topic. We were talking about our beliefs on like what's sin or not, and you know, there can be disagreements. I really have no idea, honestly. I'm right now, I mean, I have like some basic, my moral foundation was built on like being like a vegan utilitarian, and I had like a very bizarre kind of like philosophy that I'm still kind of trying to replace with something that's cohesive with God and a potential for objective morality, which I used to reject. I used to reject the concept of free will. I'm still like very not sure what I believe. So that's why I don't want to debate, because I wouldn't even know which angle to debate it from, you know? But
Yeah, and
I
even
will
though
say it feels sinful. It feels bad to judge people, to, you know, steal or lie. There's these things that, you know, we can call sins from the Bible that just also are very in line with basic pro-social behaviors, like treating other people as you like to be treated.
Oh yeah, my mom's been telling me that since I've been a kid, literally. Like, I also feel like that's why I treat people so nice, because when you do treat people nice, like I seen this whole long like not documentary, but just like video on YouTube of this guy kind of like changing his energy when he walks up to people. So like he would be in a good energy and like be upbeat and like say, "Hey, how are you doing?" to people, and people like answer back to him, be nice back to him. But then when he would change the approach and, you know, speak in, I guess, like a lower tone, or just change his energy, like I said, to like just more chilled and laid back, people would, you know, kind of give back off that same energy. And like that's like, it's just like to show like the way you treat people is gonna be how you get treated back. So if you're treating people shitty, and you're like, damn, like I don't have any friends, or no one really like wants to like hang out with me or fuck with me for real, like you got to look how you're like looking at people and how you're treating people. And I'll always treat people nice. And I would say like most of the time, that's why like Ruby, even just like with your situation, like I've never, like I told you, I've never had anybody like treat me like any crazy type of way. Like that's literally like, that's so bizarre to me. Like it literally doesn't compute and comprehend. Like I can't comprehend it. Okay. People are crazy.
It took
People
me
are
a
wild.
long time to even understand the situation I was in, and I still don't really get to understand it, but it makes sense when you read about like certain personality disorders, mental illness. So I try to just stay in that empathetic place of like, they're struggling, they're, you know, doing this thing. It's really unfortunate. I disagree with how they've gone about it, but I'll still pray that they can both find healing and find a way to live that doesn't cause other people so much like suffering and annoyance. And, you know, trying to have me live in fear, like in my own city. I'm a woman. I live alone now, you know, I walk around alone, and due to this thing, now I'm going to be looking over my shoulder. And I think that's the point. You
know? We can't say that. We can't say that. You can't say I'm a woman alone. I live alone. See, those are the things.
Oh yeah, probably. Well, I mean, you know, I've been so open about, you know, everything. I guess I know, but I probably shouldn't like, you know, just remind everyone, like, you know,
please don't come over here starting stuff. We're having a great positivity, love, and light night. Don't start anything in the chat. We would love to have you here to support us, but other than that, you know, keep the bullshit out.
Did you want to watch any? I sent a couple videos that we can watch.
Oh yeah, you did send like 3 of them. I can, if you
maybe
want.
you can pull them up, just because I always have audio issues for some reason. But I don't know. There's a couple. We don't have to watch all of them, and one of them is like kind of longer.
Right. Just tell me which one, like, because obviously they're in our text messages. So tell me like first, second, or third.
Maybe let's do the second one, or second or third, your choice, or anyone, your choice. But I'm leaning second one. I said.
Well, wait. You sent? Did you send 5 of them?
I guess so.
Oh,
just
no,
so there'd be like options.
Well, you sent 4 of them, so we'll do the second one.
Oh, also true. I do live in a multi, you know, unit. There are, you know, it's not like just one house, so that does make me feel safer. And I'm like deep in it. It's why God's anointed ones get attacked. Or there's when God prepares you, it will hurt. And that's like a C.S. Lewis sermon, and we like C.S. Lewis. And then I love Ayan Hirsi Ali. I didn't cover her. I used to listen to her, and I read her book when I was an atheist, and she converted to Christianity in the last couple years. She has a really fascinating story as someone who went from being Islam to, or being Muslim to atheist to Christian. And yeah, so we've got a couple different things. Let's start with this one.
So this is the second one. This is signs of a spiritual attack. This only happens when you are God's chosen. So let's see what this video entails. Ruby, or this one's 16. Should I check to see the timestamps on the other one just to see how long they are? I mean, I don't really care how long it is, but
they were all about the same, except for the Ayan Hirsi Ali interview. That's like a longer one if we feel like watching something longer later.
Okay, so we'll just watch this one. Okay.
We tend to have a sensationalized view of what a spiritual attack looks like. Movies, television, and popular culture have given us a particular image of what a spiritual attack apparently looks like. However, what the world perceives to be a spiritual attack and what the reality of spiritual attacks look like, these are quite different.
Guys,
Now,
don't bully anyone in chat.
To assume that all spiritual attacks look like full-blown demon possession. They don't.
Both of you guys.
Most times, spiritual attacks come in much more subtle forms. They come in ways where they wouldn't be expected or noticed. The devil's primary weapon is deception.
I was in a goth band called Psychic Abuse.
The enemy wants to hide in the shadows and lurk in the darkness.
I'll bully you, bitch.
He'll never come out in the open because he wants you to unknowingly give him full access. If he were to show you his full self and intentions, then we would all be quick to call on God and rebuke the devil. However, if he comes as a wolf in sheep's clothes, if he comes in the form of deceptions and lies, if he comes under the guise of regular life changes, then not only won't you suspect him, but you will be unable to fight or guard against him. You cannot fight something you don't know is there. Now, I want to warn you about some of the signs to watch out for when you're under spiritual attack.
Don't bully.
If you know the signs, you can detect the attacks and fight against them. To begin with, let me tell you that one sign to signal that you could be under spiritual attack is if the enemy comes at you like a flood. In other words, you're facing problem after problem, one thing after another. When it seems like you can't catch a break, like the old saying goes, when it rains, it pours. I've known people to go through things like a job loss, a relative passing away, another close relative becoming ill, and then they got into a car accident, all in a very short space of time. One thing after another, and you can't seem to catch a break. But the key to recognizing this as a spiritual attack is what your response is to it. The point of this mode of attack is to keep you preoccupied with the problem and not the solution.
I've been in so many situations like that, Ruby, I can tell you. Man.
It's designed to keep your eyes off.
Oh yeah,
of Jesus.
I forgot I was the one who was playing. I said I've been in so many situations like that, just like just everything that he said just made me realize, like, damn, like I have been in a lot of situations where, you know, like he said, back to back shit just kept coming and coming, and I was wondering why. Like, damn, like why am I fucking going through this shit? Like, and then finally the storm would pass and everything would be good, but then maybe it would happen like another couple months later. But now that I'm like, you know, getting into myself, getting into with God, I do understand that is the devil fighting. So that's when you automatically gotta go into the Word, start praying, start reading the Bible, because you're
it's a test and it'll pass.
Exactly.
You know, it's a test. You gotta always do it that way.
This type of attack where it seems like the floodgates of hell have opened on your doorstep. These attacks are designed to drown you. To drown your faith.
Thank you, Julia. Julia with $22.
True junkie. Sorry, I'm eating. Let me not be a big back fat ass while I get a super chat. Okay. Shout out to you, first of all, for the $22 cash. Or see, look at me.
Super chat. Finally, someone is monetized. Hallelujah.
John 16:33. I have said these things to you so that by means of me you may have peace. In the word you will have tribulation, but take courage. I have conquered the world, Jesus Christ. And yes, he definitely has. That's why we can get through literally whatever, guys. Like, we might not have the strength ourselves, but God has it for you. Okay. And that's why he says to lean on him. Okay. And Julia, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for supporting. And my channel, me and Ruby's channel, LOLAngelz. We love you guys so much.
Yes. Julia's another person who I've had, like, you know, we got off on the wrong foot, and you know, we made up, and it's, you know, it's sometimes it's just stupid things, you know, you get to, like, you read something wrong from someone and then you go back at them and you're like, why do we even ever have an issue in the first place?
Yeah, I have a couple people that I know like that like either thought I was a bitch at first, or maybe it's not that like I said, I don't really like think too much into people when I first meet them, because like first impressions to me are like not really a good representation of, you know, a first impression is like, it's super important, but at the same time, like, I don't take that as everything, you know, because people put on fronts and things like that. So like I had to always like meet a person a couple times to really find out like kind of who they are. But
and you'll feel like people get to know, like, once you're on YouTube, and like you'll feel like the audience gets to know you more, and in a way there's less misunderstandings, you know, because it's like when you first come out, people really don't know anything, so they just project whatever stereotypes they have about someone who's like you or whatever, you know. But once you're around for a while, you start building up those people who really do start to get to know you and understand you more, and know when you're joking, know when you're not, and all these things that can like
exactly. So it's much better just to meet a person, you know, a couple times, or give somebody a chance a couple of times. Like, I believe me, I do believe in, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I do crack down on people, and not crack down as in like verbally or anything like that. It's just like, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, even though I still love you. I just like won't talk to you. I'll keep myself at a distance. But I'll give someone, like, if they're like little shit, like, you know, I'll give someone a chance after a chance. Like, oh, like this might be me and my personal opinions or my standards just might be high on something, or I like to just think of myself and be like, okay, let me take a step back and see if this is really like their intentions, or is this a pattern? Because once you see the pattern, though, that's when I gotta cut people off, because patterns never lie. Swear.
Yep, exactly.
And leave you in doubt. They're designed to discourage you. But in all of this,
and I apologize for that,
overcome it
Universal. That was very
never
out of
taking
line
your eyes
when I
off
did that, and I
Jesus.
apologized at the time.
Let
I
me tell you
apologize
why.
again.
I was called a fraud on this
Do you
very.
remember the story of Peter walking on water? The
That did
disciples were in the
happen.
middle of
I
a
have
bad
a
storm on the Sea of Galilee.
mouth saying
But all of a
mean
sudden, they
things.
see Jesus walking towards them. When Peter sees him,
Yeah,
he
you know, he
asks to
forgets
join him.
that shit. He doesn't.
Jesus agrees. Peter steps out onto the water.
Or you were
and was
just
doing
talking
fine
about
for a while. Suddenly, the waves begin to rise, and Peter takes his eyes off of Jesus.
Bro,
and becomes
Hurricane takes it
distracted,
too far, though.
and he
Like, come
begins
on.
to sink.
Oh, I've
The
watched
waves, the other
guys.
disciples on the boats, perhaps Peter's own.
Really quick.
Maybe we can address the
Yeah.
hurricane.
It's all falling apart and shit. Oh.
So Paro, our falling out. I used to have him on Celebrity Sunday all the time, and you know, he's always been kind of aggressive at points, but very, you know, he'd make for some very funny content. And there was just one day, like any other day, I put him backstage because there's a limit, so I have to rotate who was on before I used this process of StreamYard, and I put him backstage, and ever since then, this has been months now, where he says like, "I need Ruby's blood to spill. She knows what she did," and like,
I personally don't know how he feels about me after me kicking him out of my Discord, but
I mean, that he's hated. I never even banned him from any Discords. I just put him backstage, and for months in every chat, he's like talking about. I see him in other chats, you know.
yeah, he does.
I
told
can't take it that serious because, you know. Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I kicked him out of my chat, because he was calling you a junkie, and I was like, you can keep that Ruby slander out of my fucking server. Like, what the fuck? And like, I was like, I don't care how, like, you guys cannot like her. I don't care who likes her, but if you guys fuck with me, you should have respect enough for me to, like, you know, care that I fuck with her, and that's my girl. So get over it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, it is what it is. And I didn't like ban him from my server. I just kicked him. Like, he could still join if he somehow got an invite, which I deleted all the invites. But it's not even just the, oh, talking shit on you, because that is one of the reasons that, you know, you got kicked from my server. But secondly, it's just like, he's always talking about like all these other people, and like, oh, they say all these gay things.
I don't even know
this and that. And like, they start all this drama, all this craziness. But when I literally, first of all, like, I barely can go on my Discord well, now I can since he's gone, but I could barely go on my Discord without there being a literal argument between him and somebody, or somebody talking about something that, you know, and it's just too much for me and I'm not dealing with it. Like, I personally don't have to. I am the runner of my server. I run my channel. I run who is in here. So like, no, like I don't have to put up with unnecessary drama that I'm not going to. So yeah, that's why I had to kick him from my server. So
yeah, exactly. And it's for everyone's enjoyment. It's better to have, like, if you want a totally unmoderated, like, hellhole Discord, there's always Gracecord, you know, if you want to see what that's like. It's, you know, not great. So it helps to have just like basic rules, basic respect for each other. And yeah, Paro, he also, with the violence, he's always like, he just, it's also crazy because me and him never had a conflict. It was all me putting him backstage. He said he, like, you know, like threw his laptop and woke up his parents and all this crazy stuff. Like,
no,
because
see,
I put him backstage, and that's like obviously a mental health issue.
my last stream for that exact reason of me putting him in the back chat, or because I heard the word dick come out of his mouth and he was like, low, like he was getting so angry that he swears he didn't say. And I was like, even if you weren't saying it gaily, you still repeated what he was saying back to you or whatever it was. So
you always said the weirdest shit about dicks. Like,
you got put in the back. And I don't play around with people. Like, I tell people on my channel, like, argue with whoever you want to argue with. You guys can say whatever you want to say in a respectful way. Come on now, like, we can do that. And it's like, I literally have 2 rules or 3 rules. Well, we can say 3 rules. You're not allowed to say, like, you know, disrespectful ass, like things like, oh, calling someone the N-word with a hard ER, like telling them to like kill themselves or something. That's number 1. Number 2 is when I'm talking, shut the fuck up. And number 3, don't talk over each other. And they act like those are the 3 worst rules in the world. Like, I'm like, guys, like, chill out. It's not that big of a deal. Like, we're not saying that's, oh no. Like, 4th, I just hate when like men come on there talking about gay shit. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not that type of person, and I can't hear it. So I just can't.
It does always come back to dicks with Paro, and I found that to be humorous. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't ever want to be causing anyone distress, and I don't think it's fair for him to cause people distress. So it's unfortunate, and I hope he finds a way to think less about dicks and women he hates for putting him backstage, because that seems to be the 2.
We're not getting okay. Let's change the topic because this is not.
Yeah. Anyway, we were
watching. Yes, we were watching that video. Let's get back to that video because yes, look, I'm distracted. We're not getting on.
That's what happened with that.
Oh my gosh, no! Actually, bring that comment up that because this is before we get back into LOLAngelz. No, EAE's comment. That is so funny.
Oh, also,
that's what Hurricane said.
Hurricane made a little song. I want to play.
Coconut. I was like, what are you talking about?
What? I can't find your quiet.
Hurricane said that
crazy quotes, dude.
No, Hurricane. No, that was funny. That was funny. Coming
dude, he'd say like that's why I'd give him a lot of chances, even though he'd like, you know, say crazy shit. Like, it was, you know, kind of funny. But yeah. Anyway, also, don't let me forget, Dancing on the Sun made a song that was really good, and I thought it could be fun to maybe try to do a rap over it.
Ooh,
but he uploaded it on YouTube, so we can. Yeah, we.
Okay. Let's watch the rest of this video.
But I'll send it to you so you have it.
Okay, good. And I'll put up that next. But I'm really excited for that. So yeah, let's hurry up and watch this video.
Ego all served as distractions from the one thing Peter should have been doing, which is keeping his eyes on Jesus. It's the same way with us. We must keep our eyes on Jesus and not on all the things going on around us. If we have that singular focus, we can guard against this particular spiritual attack. So remember this: if you feel like you're sinking from a wave of attack, keep your eyes on Jesus. If you feel like you're drowning, keep your eyes on Jesus. Now, another sign of spiritual attack is that old habits and lifestyles begin to resurface. You see, when, as a Christian, you've been baptized, you gave your life to the Lord, you turned your life around, you've made significant changes in your life. But that's only the beginning, not the end. The devil isn't going to let you go just like that. No, he's going to fight to bring you back. In this mode of spiritual attack, you'll notice things like friends from the past come back into your life, trying to draw you backward. Certain people around you will begin to entice you
I
to
gotta
fall back
pause that
into
really
old
quick,
sinful
because
habits.
that is literally the most biggest truth. And I personally, I feel like that was one of the like most, not like most recent, but like last year, just before this new year, like the devil really tried to like send old people from my past to like try to come just like fuck with me. Obviously not fuck with me like that, but like I knew
like trip you up on your journey, kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I knew what was like lying behind it. And like I would say, like, let's say around this time last year, like I probably like would have like, oh, fucking went out with that person or went to the bar, just whatever, right?
Yeah.
But as it's been happening, because it's been happening like since obviously I got into my walk with God all the way up until just this year. Like it hasn't stopped, obviously, but at the same time it's slowed down because the devil realized he ain't getting to me. But no, even just a few months ago, like before this new year, like I knew like I had like, you know, kind of passed some tests because obviously, like I said, I didn't fail them this time. And I just seen the patterns, I became aware, and I don't know, it kind of just felt good to like say fuck you to the devil because you tried, you know, but you couldn't get your hands on it. So yeah. I think I like when you think in that kind of mindset of like, oh, the devil is literally like, he's literally like waiting for you. He's luring you. Like if you think of it in that way, and like as soon as he gets his hands on you and you slip up and you sin, like he's like, yes, I fucking finally got her. You know what I mean? Like that's how I think of the devil. Like he's this obviously like lying, conniving type of person or whatever, however you want to call him. And why would you ever want to like, you know, satisfy a person like that? You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, that's how I relapsed. I had been clean from opiates for 8 years. And then I messaged an old ex, ironically asking about NA meetings because I knew him from the program. And then, you know, and he was someone who I'd been attracted to also. And he mentioned he was divorced, had nowhere to go, but he's not on drugs. Next thing, you know, he's living with me and he's offering me fentanyl. And I'm saying yes because I make bad choices and I listen to Satan in that moment and I'm paying the price still.
Think in case that ever happens again, think of this conversation right here and just remember that like this is literally God, and it's not just the devil testing you, it's God testing you too because he wants you to succeed. And when you succeed, that's literally you passing a milestone, like passing a barrier that you never thought you were going to be able to get over, or something that you thought you were never going to be able to say no to. And that's such an amazing feeling when you do say no. Like at first, before you say no, or no, I don't want to do that, or I don't want that, like it's hard. You're like, damn, I really do want it. And it's going to be like killing me to say no. But as soon as you say no, like you feel this like weight lifted off your shoulder. Like, yes, I finally broke free from the chains, literally.
Exactly. Also, I want to stress Fanta, I'm on a very similar place, you know, where it's like, yeah, I was wholeheartedly like atheist, would debate it, and built like my entire worldview around that. And, you know, I was a fan of like Sam Harris and stuff, but I didn't even get into that level of spirituality. It really took an insane experience when I was in withdrawal that brought me to a point of belief, but it's been such a process and it's still a struggle and I'm still learning. Yeah, so that's where I'm at, but I relate to that for sure. And also, Julia, what did she say? I told Ruby that the other day when I first started drawing close to God and changed my ways, I was targeted big time. Dude, when we started since we've started this show, it feels like it's just been a lot of weird attacks for a show that's like not about drama or stuff like that, you know.
100%. Monty Zero, he said, hi, Ruby. Love you. Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to my show and LOLAngelz. We appreciate you guys so much. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We're going to get back to this video so we can get to Ruby's absolute rapping skinny rich Ruby style. Okay, you feel me?
That's what it is.
This is the devil testing you, tempting you, so that you would leave everything godly for the pleasures of the world.
No.
There was a moment there where I really thought I was going to pass out.
It's like the parable Jesus tells about the farmer planting
Yes,
seeds
dude,
in
I love
Matthew
singers.
13. Some
I really
seeds
like this
fall
book
on
about free
thorny
will.
ground, and as the plant grows, the thorns choke the plants, and they don't produce fruit. Jesus tells us this
Damn it.
represents those who hear the word, receive the
Boom,
word,
HK,
but cares of
people.
this world
Look it
and the
up. Thank
deceitfulness of
you. It
riches
says
choke the word.
James 4:7,
We must
submit
guard
yourselves.
Sorry, I
James-
got fucking sauce on my hands and shit.
No, you're good. But
Thank you so much, HK, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you so much. Ruby, you can read this one. Go ahead.
oh yeah, he said James 4:7, submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you.
And flee. He ain't talking about walking, slow pace. Flee, run as fast as you can. Okay. Shout out to you, H&K. Thank you so much.
This attack by being vigilant about our company and staying plugged into a Bible-led, godly community. So here's the thing. Beware who's in your inner circle. Beware of the company you keep. Some people will push you forward, indeed, but some people come only to pull you backwards, and we need to be wise when it comes to those around us. Another clear sign of spiritual attack is that you find yourself being isolated or being pulled away from godly relationships. This is a trap by the enemy to try and get you isolated and alone so that you're weak and vulnerable. The enemy knows that we are stronger together. The enemy knows that the Bible says in Matthew 18,
Ruby, that's
verse
why we
20,
gotta stay together.
"For where two or three gather in my name,
Stronger together.
there I am with them." We're not designed to go through the Christian life or life in general alone. We need each other to survive and to succeed. We need each other as believers in Christ for encouragement. If the devil can isolate us, he can gain more of a foothold over us. And the way to guard against this attack is to stay vigilant about maintaining a strong, godly community and praying for the Lord to surround you with people who are strong in faith and people who have integrity. The last sign of a spiritual attack is that prayer will become more difficult than usual. We all go through down spells where we just don't feel like praying or connecting with God, or our prayers feel dry and powerless. However, we should never let
Tony,
it get to
stop
the
bullying
point where
Danny.
you
Everyone
actually
stop bullying
praying.
Danny and stop bullying
This
each
is
other.
because the flesh and the
Just take a
spirit are
break.
at war,
Okay? Come on.
and the enemy does not want you to reach out to the Lord. This is the type of season where you should even fight harder to fast and pray, because some battles won't be won by just prayer alone. As Jesus said, this kind can come out only by prayer and fasting. In the time when you feel most disconnected, that's the time to go harder. If we keep our spiritual eyes and ears attuned to these signs, we can be ready, aware, and able to fend off every spiritual attack from the enemy.
One way the enemy attacks a believer's life is through despair, depression, and discouragement. When Paul wrote his second letter to the church of Corinth, he had endured horrific events, 3 shipwrecks. He survived a stoning, endured 5 lashings, frequent imprisonments, and 3 beatings. All of this was enough for Paul to fall into depression and despair. This was enough for Paul to be left discouraged. Under such pressure, many Christians would have fallen into a pit of despair. But I want you to see what the Bible says in 2 Corinthians 4, verse 8 to 9. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. We may face battles and attacks in this world, but we can trust in our mighty God to be our shelter through it all.
Yes, sir. Amen.
In these times, when we're tossed to and fro through the waves of adversity, this is when we should gear ourselves up to fight. This is the time that we have to pray, fast, and study God's word in order to find peace in the midst
Killer
of it.
Tony, stop bullying.
So during those
Try to
seasons,
act normal.
in those moments when we feel overwhelmingly discouraged and without any strength to keep going.
My name means loved by God,
I wasn't.
but God,
This is the time that we must call out to God. This is the time that we must seek strength from the Lord. This is the time
There's
that
a
we
lot of
must
things I don't
cling on
understand.
to the power of the
I don't
Holy
understand a lot.
Ghost.
So I don't know.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3 to 5 says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God, for pulling down strongholds, casting down arguments, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ." This is one of those passages of Scripture that really puts things into perspective. The Bible is telling us here that although we live in this world, we do not, and we should not, fight our battles like the world. In fact, the weapons that we have available to us aren't physical weapons. But note how the Bible says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God." The weapons we can access as children of God have divine power. They are weapons unlike anything in this world because they are heavenly weapons. And at the mention of the word weapons, people usually think of the physical weapons in this world, like a bat or a gun. However, the Bible says in Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12, "For the word of God is living and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit, and of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." The Word of God is one of the weapons that we have as children of God. It's a weapon that is powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. The Word of God is a weapon that you can use against the devil. It's an effective weapon against the devil, in fact. So what does the Bible mean when it says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh"? As a believer, you're not fighting people. You're not just fighting circumstances. No. You're fighting the spirit behind the person, the devil behind the situation. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. This is what the Bible says in Ephesians 6, verse 12. So here's what I am encouraging you to do today. Pray for victory in all areas of your life. Declare God's promises in all areas of your life. Believe that there's power in the name of Jesus Christ. There is power in God's word and through his spirit. When we pray, we can be confident that the Lord is always near to those who seek and call on him. Believe that God will break every plan of the enemy. Trust that the Lord will have the final say in all matters concerning you.
Hey,
The
that's
conflicts you face, the
That is
battles you face. The Lord has the final say over all of that.
because like I just wanted to say like that is like the truth and something that I live by too much, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people will tell me, and maybe I do put too much trust in God, or like, because any situation that is like asked of me, or if I'm going through something hard, like I always will answer with, well, I know that God has my back and he's going to get me out of it. Or, you know, if I'm walking alone at night, you know, I'm not fearful because I know that God has my back. And like literally just in any type of situation, my answer always is God. So like I just agree with what he's saying so much. But I feel like people, when they hear that, they think it's like you know, I'm not going to say they think it's like a bad thing to put your full trust in God, but they think, that, I don't know, I feel like they forget that what like he does is absolute. You know what I mean? Like he does the impossible. So of course I'm going to put my absolute faith in him, and he's going to have my back just for that alone. But yeah.
Absolutely.
So I encourage you, people of God, to trust God. Trust in the word of the Lord. Trust in his promises, and you will have the victory.
You can help save a baby's life. For
That's the
just $1
commercial.
a
That's
day.
the commercial.
Saving
Dude,
Moses
they're
has
getting
helped.
it today.
It's saving
Spiritual
TV.
warfare is a phrase that we hear a lot in the church. And while many people have an idea of what it is, many people do not fully understand it and thus are unaware that they have been in many spiritual battles over the course of their lifetimes. The devil is committed to preventing people from knowing God and trusting him with their lives. The enemy's tactics do differ depending on whether someone is already a Christian or not, but his ultimate purpose is always to keep people from experiencing the love of God. Now, let me clarify this for everyone listening. Spiritual warfare is not something to be feared because the battle belongs to the Lord. This war is not one that we fight on our own, but we allow God to fight for us because it's only when we do this that we will be able to wage victorious spiritual warfare. This war affects every area of your life. There is no way you can avoid the conflict. A lot of Christians don't even know they're at war, but others can see the results of the battle in their lives because
I did want
they
to
have been.
Vance's comment. He said, just saying I believe is not enough. Your faith will be truly tested in your darkest times when you hit the lowest of the low. And I absolutely believe that, because when you do hit that lowest of the low and you're not facing God, or you're not seeking him, or you deny him, like your faith was based off nothing. You know what I mean? You basically did all of that for nothing. So, and like, I can just even feel that I can like remember personal situations of just really feeling like obviously every time you're at a low, you feel like, oh, that's my lowest, because you're really down. So like in that moment, I felt really low. I was like down deep in shit, and I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. And God, obviously, like I had faith in him 100%, but even I was asking him, like, I even wrote to him about it. And I tell you guys, like, I don't even journal, like, but I try to every now and again. And I even like wrote to him and talked to him about it. And I was like, listen, I have faith in you and I know that you can do it, but like, I don't even know how you're going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, even though you can do the impossible, I don't know how you're going to do it, but I still have trust in you and I still believe in you. And yeah, like, I feel like when it does come to those low, deep moments, that's when you like your faith is going to be tested the most. And that's why like you gotta work through that shit, and you gotta know to face God in your troubled times. Like that's why he tells you to face him, because if you deny him in your lowest times, then you're like, he's gonna deny you when you're facing the gates. Like, come on now. Anyways,
Become casualties of spiritual warfare. They're discouraged, depressed, downtrodden, and defeated. Others are marital and family casualties. Divorce, conflict, and abuse are some of the battle scars these believers bear. Let me give you some insight on the enemy's strategy when it comes to spiritual warfare. There are 4 things the enemy sets out to achieve when he attacks believers. These 4 things are to discourage, to distract, to stir discontent, and to bring discord. Allow me to elaborate. The enemy seeks to discourage you from your faith. The enemy seeks to distract you from your calling with worldly pleasure and all manner of temptation. The enemy seeks to stir discontent in your physical life. And finally, the enemy seeks to bring discord between you and other believers to stop the unity of the gospel. So here's how you gain victory. The Bible tells us that Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. It's important to take regular time alone with God, preferably as free from distractions as possible. Jesus wanted to give God his full attention and spend time with his heavenly Father. If even Jesus needed to withdraw from crowds and his friends to be alone with God, and Jesus is God, how much more do his followers need to do the same? Prayer is a powerful weapon for spiritual warfare. Prayer is you giving your battles to God. You're calling on him to engage in the battle for you.
Amen.
No, I love
Sorry,
Amen.
I was zoning out during like parts of
Yeah.
it, but overall, it was a good
Say
video.
you sent that video because I absolutely loved it. I think everything that he said in there was the absolute truth. We need to see God in every single type of situation, and our faith needs to be stronger than ever. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, meditation. He said meditation does work. Well, and I do agree with you, but meditation to me is basically praying because it's like you're doing the same.
I went through a big meditation thing where I'd like meditate for like hours at a time, and I got like really like almost too into it because I tend to take like things like that, and I was using it just like as an escape and like trying to get like some high off of like meditating and like clearing my mind.
Absolutely.
But
I've even went through that stuff of, before I got into God, I really was into the universe and thinking like, oh, you like manifestations and all of that like stuff. But when you really think of it, like manifestation and, meditating, it basically is like, speaking things into existence, the like praying, like it basically all goes back to God, just in different words and different ways and how people want to view the world. And obviously that's still just my opinion at the end of the day. I could be wrong. I could just be crazy, but
yeah, we're open to that. I'm always like, I mean, I literally am like genuinely crazy, but I believe what I say. And I found a lot of peace and healing on this journey, and I have felt the presence of God in my life at my absolute lowest. And there's been some absolute like insane low points, and also all of my prayers have been getting answered. And the way that I pray is I just say, God, if it's in your will, like I would like to have like a healthier body. God, if it's in your will, I would like to have more energy and be more motivated to clean,
Right.
and just even if you don't believe in God, that just meditating and focusing and bringing your mind back to those things intentionally throughout the day makes an actual like real difference,
Oh, definitely. And that's like even your point on even if you don't believe it, like that goes back to maybe a couple episodes of what we were talking about. Like I hate the phrase like fake it till you make it, but it kind of does work a little bit when it comes to like positivity and good things. And it's like even if you're not really feeling it, you still try to be positive. You're internally like the patterns in your life are going to change, and then you're eventually the things that you found boring or the things that you didn't really like or made you feel uncomfortable because it was super positive or something. Now it feels good because like you're, like I said, internally taking all of that in while you don't want to. So it's kind of like forcing yourself to do it. So you fake it till you make it, literally. Like even though I wouldn't use that like motto in a day-to-day situation, because like a lot of the stuff, you need to have effort and practice and whatever the skill for multiple things. So you can't fake it till you make it with a lot of things, but with certain things you can.
Yeah. And it's like with dressing, like you can dress to present like how you want to be treated. Like I was thinking about this like when I was in line at Walgreens, like all the assumptions I make about people based on how they are presenting themselves in the world. If I see a guy who his like beard is well maintained, he's like groomed and washed, clean clothes, ironed, like things are neatly put together, all of a sudden,
Oh, and that's 100%. That is 100%. Just because like shit, even like you could meet a rich ass person but not know that person is rich as fuck because they're in some casual ass clothes. You know what I mean? So how you present yourself, like if you want to look like, oh, you're this well put together person, then you have to dress that way. You have to act that way. Your personality has to be that way. And sometimes like, I do get the saying, like I say it a lot too, like I am who I am and I'm not going to change. But there are some things that you can change about yourself that like are for the good and for the better and maybe fits you in that time and era of today. Like you're not going to always be the same person. You're not always going to stay the same. So I think that change and like, presenting yourself maybe in a different way, even if you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable with it, it could be a good sense. It could be a good thing in some aspects. It just depends on, who you are, what type of mindset you have, what you're trying to do with it, the reasons that you're changing for, like everything matters, so.
Absolutely. Vanta said, also, you can't solo this. You do need companions, whether in real life or online, genuine people who bring out the best of you. And I feel like I found that in Low and a lot of people who are in the Angels community. And as I've been streaming more, building up more of our own community that has its own little like vision and values of support and bringing out the best of each other. And I've noticed when I was hanging out with other communities and other kinds of people, it truly brought out the worst of me, and
100%.
In a way, it highlighted things they needed to improve on. But
that's why I told you, like, with the LOL cow stuff, like, I personally didn't think it was a good fit for you, just because, like, yeah, like, you do fit, like, the screen, and you would go well with them, but they would just bring the worst out of you, and I don't want that for you.
Oh yeah, and I couldn't, and it felt like it was always I knew I was going to follow my heart in that situation. Like, I thought there's no harm in auditioning, and it seemed like a fun thing to do, and I got some exposure from it. But I always knew I was going to follow my heart, and I was not going to ever feel comfortable doing a show that was based on yelling, arguing, and humiliating other people, like laughing at other people, like everything has to be at the other person's expense. Like, that's the opposite of what I want to do online.
100%, me too. All I want to bring is just happiness, joy to people. Like, I don't ever want to hurt anybody, and probably won't ever, because that's just not the person that I am. So, but hold on, I was just
we should listen to Dancing on the Sun song. Where is it? Ruby needs more.
Yeah,
like a lot of my friends. I don't really have that many Black friends, honestly, now that I think of it. And I don't like keep that in touch with that many. I have like a larger friend group, but it was like a lot of like punk and like indie, and there are like Black people in it, but it's probably not as many. But
Alex, salute to you. Thanks for tuning in. Your girl got monetized, guys. For the new people who haven't, been watching, Low finally got monetized. I'm super excited. We're about to be in this bitch doing all different types of stuff. I also wanted to read Lionel. He said, I struggle with faith. I was born to an 11-year-old girl from violent sexual assault, or SA, sorry. And people try to say I'm a blessing because of how I was conceived. It's hard to swallow that. And yeah, well, first of all, I want to say that I am sorry. That is like something I couldn't obviously imagine being like living that circumstance and like having to have those feelings on your heart. I can't imagine what that is like. But at the same time, it is, I can say, just, and these are my own opinions and my own words, it is a blessing that you are here, because I think that every life is a blessing. It's what you make out of your life. It's who you are as an individual, not how you were conceived, because obviously we're all conceived out of sin. So if we were all looking at how we were conceived, then we're all pretty fucking shitty. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just look at, the things of what's going on in your life right now and the things that you do have, and just be grateful for it and just your life. But I appreciate
your unique life, your unique struggle, and a lot of times you can find a purpose in your struggle, and you can use that as a way to connect with more people. A unique experience that you share online can connect you to other people who have a similar experience or who relate to feeling like,
absolutely,
they came from a sinful situation, and that makes them intrinsically whatever. But you can still choose to, approach life however you want to and try to make the best of it.
100%. Happy to support any channel that loves God and is learning about you and teaching his word. Proud of you, girls. Thank you, True Junkie. We appreciate you so much. No, and like, I do want to start like maybe having 2 episodes a week, just because like 1 week is enough for me, because obviously I spend time with God every single day. But I feel like just for, the community and for our sake also, like we could start, whatever. But I'm actually, since I'm not on my stuff, guys, but I did get a Cash App right now. So let me shout somebody out. And you already know, it's our brightest, beautifulest angel, Jimmy. Shout out to you for the Cash App. He said, and this is for congrats. You deserve it. Love you. And I love you so much. Love you so much, Jimmy. You really are so sweet. And you have been there literally since the day one of LOL Angels, even before that shit. And obviously I know you're not going to switch up on me and Ruby, and we just appreciate you. So thank you so much for the cap.
Absolutely.
And what were we talking about? Oh no, let's get
the rap
dancing on the sun.
Dancing on the Sun. He made a song. It's called Lady Boss. And it's hard. I'm not always good at freestyling. Well, fuck it. No, I always lay at freestyle. Let's go. I was like, I'm going to try to write a song.
Oh yeah, no,
I
did
didn't really
you
get
send
that
it to me?
much.
Did you
These are
send
my
it?
notes of the day. It's like total insanity zone. I literally wrote like, whoa, whoa. Anyway, let me just play it.
Okay. Wait, I was about to say, if you're gonna send it to me, I didn't.
Oh,
No, you're fine. I mean,
Oh,
if you know to play on yours, like you're good. Go ahead and play it.
is it? Let's see if it works. Sometimes there's audio issues. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh,
Wait a second.
are you ready to meditate what's good and true? To be in like coming at you, tell that happen. You flow, it's God outside my boat. I think the title. Moving on, up for me, everyone feeling happy last and sign with the time. Happy every day. Living happy. We don't happy. Masturbation, it's a sin. If you feel like you go in, it's God. Don't take hard. Just go outside and touch that grass. Just go outside and touch that ass. Cover it up. Live my best and I don't know. But this song, and I think it's for me to do. I want to write like a song.
I fuck with the beat.
I like that. That is a good song. Oh, I'll keep going. It's fucking March. Is it even fucking snowing? Water in my bottle. I'm always going full throttle. Got the angels on my hat. I used to be fucking fat. Not too long ago. I'm skinny and I glow. I have a shoulder glow. You know what part we know. Always fucking confused. Hooking up the old views. And I'm losing it. That was getting good. Bro. All right. Oh, I'm coming back. Never fucking out. Like I have a heart attack. I always have rhymes. Coming all the time. Puppies in the wall, making too small, looking upside down. Everyone's too crazy upside.
Rapping Ruby. Rich and skinny rapping Ruby. Shout out to her.
Hey.
Shout out to my girl on the mic.
Anyway,
shout out to Dancing on the Sun. Let's fucking go. I absolutely love anybody who can make beats, anything artistic, edits, art, anything. You did absolutely amazing, and salute to you for sure. Universal, that would never happen. I don't freestyle.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you ever feel
Ruby, that's the thing. Let me write you a song, and then you can. I'm more the writer, I'm more the composer, and then you're the rapper. You know what I mean?
All right, we'll blend our talents together. Okay, I know. I have to work on my flow. My flow is real. I don't even know if I have a flow.
I can teach you how to rap over a weekend. Oh, that is so funny.
Well, I mean, I know people love the spice, but I am trying to move towards being a more sane person, and wow, I've made progress, truly.
I think you people have too.
But okay,
like are those 2 hours and 20 minutes in? So I know we'll be ending relatively soon. Do you want to open up the panel, or do you want to finish?
Yeah. Let's drop a little link situation
for like the last 20 minutes, the last 15-20 minutes.
Yeah. So we're not going to go for too much longer. But if people want to come on for me, maybe like another 15-20 minutes. Let me drop this linkity link.
Ava G is back live. Is she live right now? Let me see.
Bro, finally, Ava the G.
I know, where is she at? Tell her to come
YouTube. We missed you, bitch.
Is Ava?
I hope she is. Then I know what I'm gonna be watching after. Hell yes, dude. I'll be up in that chat. I wish we could send people, so then when we end, we could have just sent to that one. It would have been fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh, she is
live. I hope people aren't just like pranking. I hope that's for real, because we've been wanting Ava to come back to YouTube. You know, she's a part of whatever little community we're trying to build here. You know, and she made awesome content. and you know, is a good friend, and I've really enjoyed our trip in Vegas. Me, her, and Princess had a blast.
No, I honestly, that whole saga, I wish I was there.
Bro, well, we're gonna make that happen.
We're about to have our own saga, and but ours is definitely gonna be more chill, just because I'm more of a chill person. I'm not gonna lie, Ruby. Like when we're in person, we do meet. You're gonna see that, like yeah, we can walk around and go do whatever. But I
prefer to be horizontal 80% of the time. So
that's not. I'm a in the house type of person. Like I don't like. I don't know. I don't like to like go outside too much. So
yeah. You know, I'm weird as shit about everything. So I mean, I prefer like I get like bursts of energy, but I do like my preference is like I like to wake up and then spend like 3 or 4 hours just like reading or looking at my phone or something. And then, you know, if I have to go to work, do that. I like taking a lot of breaks.
I need like an hour, like at least, like as soon as I wake up, like I usually stare at the ceiling for like 10, 15 minutes. And then I'll check what time it is, sit there for a little bit more, because I always like to talk to God, because, you know, as soon as like your feet hit the floor, that's when, you know, you start moving and grooving and you kind of just whatever. So I like to talk to him before I even get out of bed. And yeah, I like to at least lay there for like a good 30, 45 minutes after I wake up, because like I can't. People who just like wake up and hop straight up, oh, you're tripping.
Yeah, it takes a lot of caffeine to get me going. And hello to the haters hate watching it, sending love and light to you, and we pray for you and hope that you can find healing in your life.
He said you are being I wasn't even reading this. I was reading other comments. He said, FYI, LOLAngelz has its own saga. You are being hate watched right now. Say hello and God bless the haters. Hello, hello, hello. God bless you guys. No, we absolutely love everyone, and shit. I wish the best for everybody. Like I hope everybody in life wins, because we all are in this together. Okay, so why would we be against each other? Come on now.
Exactly. What is up, Spicoli?
Hey, Spicoli. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. How are you ladies doing?
Amazing.
Good.
I like both your outfits. Ruby, I like your outfit a lot. I like the hole in your jeans.
Yes, Spicoli, you are 100% correct on that. Ruby's outfit tonight is definitely just so cute. It's giving her K-pop vibes. Like she's maturity, you know, like she might be going to the library later to get a book. She might be going to get coffee. She might just be going for a little stroll. You never know. Okay.
She might be going to meet me for a fikey fuck. No,
I mean, I am only 3 pounds away, so
only 3. No, I like the hole in the knee there, because I can stick my hand in there quicker.
Spicoli, Lionel, God bless you too, and obviously, I hope your situation is okay. Obviously, people, you know, go through things, and I'm sorry that whatever you had to go through, but just know that life will always be better, is always going to be okay. As soon as you get out of that storm, just focus on God, focus on what makes you feel better, keeps you in your up vibrations, your upbeat vibes, however you want to say. And yeah, just God bless you, and I hope you and your family are safe and protected, and I'll pray for you for sure.
Are you talking to me, Lo, or what?
No, I was talking to Lionel in my chat. I appreciate him. But Jimmy, hey, what's up with
Jimmy?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Pretty good, pretty great. How are you?
I'm doing well. First, congrats to you for getting monetized. I'm very happy for you. Finally.
Thanks. Thanks. I know, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm monetized finally.
And Miss Ruby, I thought you handled everything that happened to you better than what I thought you would. So congratulations. If you learned anything, it wasn't any mistakes made. Remember that. Okay.
I mean, you know, yeah, I'm glad that no actual interaction happened, and that, you know, hopefully this will get them to leave me alone. Who knows? As long as they just stay away from my house and job, they're free to, like, you know, cover my videos or whatever. It only really works to my benefit at this point in that regard. I just want my home to be respected, you know, as like a woman. It doesn't feel safe to have 2 people after you, you know.
I told them to back off, Ruby. Ruby, excuse me, I told them to go easy on you. I told them to go easy on you because I didn't want them to ruin my chances of possibly fucking you. So I told them to go
Oh,
easy
you
on
already
you.
ruined that the second you opened your mouth.
Ruby, if
Never met
Ava
you.
does, if Ava does end up joining, bring her up just by herself if she does join.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. We would get like
Imperious. Let's bring Imperious up. He wanted to come up low. I want to see Imperious come up. I want to see him gesture for you. I want to see him simp for you. I want to see him beg for sex from
like
you.
inward,
Listen, can I just pause really quick, Spicoli? Listen. This isn't my channel. This isn't Ruby's. This is
I know.
LOLangelz. And personally, I don't think that Imperious can handle a civilized conversation just
Some people
about
can't handle it.
positivity and love and
You're
light.
right.
I would not like to bring him up, but I do appreciate him in my other, channel.
Can I make a point real quick? He's always talking about how I talk about vajayjay and fucking, so I must be sexually desperate. But yet he talks about it more than I do even. He's always dropping sexual innuendos to you. So based on his own logic, he must be very, very sexually desperate. And I'm going to make a point here, ladies. Guys, this is what 4 years of no vajayjay does for a dude. This is 4 years of inceldom. This is, you know what? Guys, listen.
All right. Maybe Spicoli
Salute
can.
to you, brown man, not the black one, the brown one. How are you? My God.
Maybe wearing a black shirt, but we're still brown inside and out. Big facts.
Yes, sir. That's what I love to see and love to hear.
What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Ruby?
Hey, how are you?
Hi, brown man.
Hello. How you doing, Mo?
I am doing honestly amazing today. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty brown myself. Just came back from choir rehearsal as per usual. And sorry that I came to the stream late, but I know that the content is good. I will rewatch it, of course.
No, I think today, honestly, we had a great episode. Obviously, we started out, me and Ruby did a thrift video. That wasn't what we started out with. I'm just naming random stuff. Of course, our daily devotionals, scripture of the day, video talking about, spiritual warfares, us facing and looking towards God in our most hardest times. And when we're in those hardest times, that's obviously the most important time to look for God because, he's testing you and stuff. Going over obviously a little bit of the drama. I got monetized. There's that and everything in between. But mostly that's what the episode has been about today. So
very nice. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, are you ever going to come up on like panel on, it could be on LOLangelz, it could be on my panel, Ruby's panel, whoever, and sing for us? Or
oh mercy. No, probably I'm not a soloist.
So
I'll sing with you.
Right? I'll sing.
Whoa.
Here's the thing. I'm not like a soloist.
God is
like
an awesome God.
I'm more like a quartet guy. You know what I'm saying?
You said you're a kind of a what guy?
I'm a quartet guy. You see what I'm saying? I'm a trio dude. I'm a quartet.
It appears as though there are 4 people here.
Right. What are you talking about, Brandman? You start off like a
acapella. There's literally delay. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
but it could be an acapella, and like we could listen. You started off. You give us the tempo, the beat, and then me and Ruby will chime in.
I thought you were the songwriter, though.
Oh, I am, but he said the freestyle. I don't rap. I can't sing, but I will sing my little heart out.
I know you sing, though. I know you sing. What are you talking about?
Oh, duh! I love to sing.
Of course. It's that you're freaking a minority. It's in your genes.
I love to sing, but will I ever sing on stream? If it's with a trio, then maybe.
Well, I want to hear, Jimmy, how are you feeling? Because I know it's been kind of up and down with your health. How are you feeling tonight?
No, dude, I posted it in the Discord a while ago. I got my license back yesterday.
Let's go.
I actually posted my license back because it's been 2 years since I've been able to drive. Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
so let's go.
Yeah. So I got them back, and I took my bike out today for the first time in 2 years, man.
Nice. Because I know how just like exhilarating and happy that feeling probably is. I feel.
Oh, heck yeah.
For sure.
I got pulled over. It was fantastic, dude. I was like, I
were like, look, I got my license. I got my license.
Look, that's my license. That's when it was issued, was yesterday.
Bro, and they were like, "Sir, you just came out to Joyride, didn't you?" And you're like, "Yep,
Yeah.
exactly."
They let me go.
Nice.
They
They
let me go.
were like, "Oh no, he's having a good day. Like he just got his license
Yep.
back. Leave him alone." Like,
Take care, dude.
wait, no, we know. Okay, we gotta bring Ava up by herself though, because us three.
Hi, Ava. Real quick.
Come back for a little bit.
Just real quick.
Ava, what are you doing?
What's up, guys? What's up? I'm live.
Finally,
I'm live
the
right now
third
too.
LOLangel has landed.
Dude, what the fuck has been happening with you guys? Because I feel like I've missed a lot the past few days. Like I saw that like someone messaged me. People from the Thorpe sphere will still be like, update, and they're like, Ruby's channel just got struck down and she's never coming back. And if she ever tries to make a channel again, it's going to be considered ban evading because anybody. I'm streaming on my channel right now.
Overreactive. That is so overreacting. Because
anybody who doesn't know, Ruby tried to P-bomb the Thorpes for stream sniping her. So she's like, if they're gonna play my stream, then I'm gonna put prawn on my stream.
Yes, that was the idea of this impersonator account. I highly condemn anything involving porn.
I was gonna say, where do you want to with all the shit? Because like obviously, if you know about that, like, do you know about like the stalking shit and all that? Or okay, so
yeah.
That happened. Then the concert happened, right? The Ruby couldn't get into her concert. I don't.
Yes,
I go solo travel. They're stalking. I'm running around. My foot is bloody from running around New Haven in heels, trying to hide from these people again. And then they say they're driving to the concert. Then I'm not even allowed into the concert. Ticket $300 just for the ticket.
Oh, because
you know, that had built up, and it was this whole.
She had a box knife in her pocket and was gonna make people bleed in a concert. Like that's what someone called anonymously or whatever and said.
And I
like,
didn't even have it. It was they showed a picture from when I was being chased by the Thorpes, and I brought a box cutter for my own defense. Yes, I wanted them to be scared of.
I feel like most women carry around a form of self-defense.
But I obviously didn't bring it to the concert. They searched me. There was nothing, but they just locked the doors, just wouldn't let me in, and that was that. And I've been like trying to get refunded or anything. That's such a weird situation.
That's when the porn bombing happening, isn't it? After the fact, after the concert shit happened.
I forget. It was like
one
of the days I think they were planning on coming back to my city, and it was like something like hunting Ruby or like something crazy like that. So, you know, obviously they restream my every movement. Hi, they're probably restreaming this. So I have, you know, many accounts that may or may not be run by me or other people associated with me that did play some porn that was not of me. It was gay interracial porn. Just, you know, thought it would add a fun.
Very woke of you.
I know. I want it to be inclusive and as many dicks as possible.
You're having the balls for that though. Like I would not be able to do that. I would be too scared. I mean, yeah, it was your throwaway.
But that channel is, that one is gone, and Mark Fusion is very sad about that, and maybe only Mark Fusion.
So, because you got a lot of enemies, man, a lot of people that want to fuck with you. It's been pretty relentless, and like, it's like, how does that work now? That it was that was your throwaway channel, and
her throwaway channel.
Did you get to like appeal that or anything too? Because the people were saying like, oh, if you're ban evading, so now they're gonna try and like report new accounts and stuff. Like, I thought that was the end for
thing. I didn't. There was a throwaway email, throwaway names, throwaway account. Everything associated with that email is gone, but none of it relates to any active channels on YouTube right now. So,
and people came into my Discord and was like, "Oh,
they're like, LOLAngelz is canceled. Like,
LOLAngelz is gonna be gone. Like, you need to stop working with Ruby. Ruby's gonna get your shit banned. All this shit." And they're like, "Oh, because her account's gone now." And I looked her up. I was like, "Her account is gone, but the throwaway is." So something obviously happened. And that was before I knew it was the porn bombing. But even then, I'm like, guys, like, this shit is not only like Ruby porn bomb or what. You had one X. It's your first fucking strike. I don't know. You've been monetized on your thing, but I really think that it literally only got taken down because it was porn bomb. You're not going to be on some type of list that's like, oh, if you see her on streams, you have to ban these type of people. Like that's how they were making it seem, like that they like everyone's going to get banned and everyone's going to get their shit taken away. And I'm like, I'm not getting my shit taken away. I don't know what you guys are talking
They're doing everything to like poison my relationships. Grace said on stream that like I told her that I hated my mom and that's why I moved out, because she knows my mom is watching. You know, I don't want to say much more about it to draw any more attention to that, but just discuss anything to try to poison. So I'm texting my mom just like, just so you know, and my mom's like, no, I know they're insane liars. Like, thank God. And she's disturbed by like chat. It's hard for a mom to
it's hard
to be like, oh, you're dead, junkie brother. He died. That was his fault, and your money is scamming mom. Like they're just lying about her.
It's not even. It's like you know that whatever's coming from certain people like that, like they're jokes of failures of human beings. It's like, okay, what you're saying isn't affecting me, but it's the facts that other people will believe them, and then and it's like, well, who's this person in chat? Are they also a loser? They like probably, but what if they're not, right? And then it's hard to get over that hump of like not getting impacted by those people.
Yeah, but I feel like I just got used to it, and that's why they felt the need to escalate. Because when do I restrain Grace? When, like, when? I don't do that. It's a one-way fucking thing. But yeah, because they constantly make videos about me, people in my chat mention it, so it keeps their name in my mouth. I've been trying various approaches to deal with that, but that's decided to escalate to drive into my house.
That's the tactic. Literally, that's the tactic that they're gonna use. Like, of course, people are going to bring that up. And what is the video that we just watched earlier? Like the devil is going to send distractions, right? And those distractions are bringing up their names to get your mind on that and to be thinking around that. And you're just going to get sucked right back in. So you just have to remember in these moments, like, okay, these are literally distractions sent here by the enemy, and we're not going to entertain them. That's what you need to do. Like, we're not going to entertain them at all. But I mean, we're entertaining them right now, so it's kind of like pointless, but it's like, it's still, I don't know. Like,
there's ways of like, you can address something without it becoming all consuming, the main thing of your content. Like there's ways of like, you know, I don't think it means that you have to like avoid it ever, but I don't know. I obviously, something I'm doing is not working. So I do not even know.
I don't know. It's hard because I hate talking on it because like then it seems like I care, but I really don't. But it's just like,
Mo doesn't watch this shit. She really doesn't.
I really don't. Yeah. I just have my own outside opinion on it, and like what I have seen and what people try to send me, try to get me to watch that I don't fucking care about. But it's like they literally just trash every single relationship that they come into contact with. So why would I even spend my energy on them, talking about them, getting to know their lore, fucking like whatever? Like, and Grace even came up on my channel. Listen, no, Ava.
After dragging my dead brother for like an hour, dragging the show, she comes on like in a bikini, like, do you mind if I play one game? That's why I don't know why everyone hates me.
Listen, Ava. She literally just came up though, and like I was surprised by it, but at the same time, my whole channel was like, you know, revolved around I allow everyone to come up, say what they want to say. It doesn't matter who you are.
And me and Lo had already talked about it. I said, I don't want her on Angels at all. I don't want any interaction with her, but I don't care if like, because Lo lets anyone up. So I really don't give a fuck. You know, I would not judge.
Like that's something like I've had crazy, like it was so fucking. And so when she came up, she was just like, oh, I just want to play a game. Because I tried to like talk to her for a second. It was just like, because someone had said in the chat, like, I was like, oh, like someone said that like you were just talking shit about me literally 2 seconds ago. And she's like, no, I wasn't. I just wanted to play the game. And I'm like, all right, bet you can play the game then. Cause like, you're not going to get me out of my character. Like I am in the middle of my stream. We are playing a game. Like if you want to play the game, she played around and then she was like, all right, I got to leave. And like, that's it. Like there was no, like, I'm sure there was maybe like an intent behind it on her end, but on me, like, I don't like, you literally just came up on my panel. Like that's it. And I don't know. The whole situation's weird.
It was weird. And then she left and I came back and like, it was not a thing for us, but chat was like, oh, like, this means something like really crazy. Like now they're gonna fight. It's like, oh my god, people, like they're just such like agents of despair and chaos. Like, it's just
Yeah, Lo, I mean, I get what Lo is saying about like having been like tuned out for a while. Just caring is like it's very difficult to get into. Like if you don't naturally get into it, it's like, why the fuck would I care? And it's like the longer away that you get from it and the less that you like stay updated. It's like, it's one thing if you're watching every day and checking in and seeing what's new, and it's like longer time goes by that you don't do that and you like detach and you realize this literally does not matter at all and is actually boring compared to other stuff. Like it kind of sucks what we're watching. It's like
it's been a rerun for like a long time now.
Yeah, like
I'm not going to that extent, but I'm just going to the extent of just like when you watch it, like you just, I don't know, like I feel like people show themselves on the internet and you can easily see how people are. So why even, like I said, you just, why entertain it in the first place? And obviously I'm not going to put my opinion out there because like it is what it is. But yeah, I pick and choose who I want to be friends with, and no one's going to like force me into any type of situation I don't want to be in, or a friendship or a collab or anything. That's for future reference for anybody too also. Because when I get big, guys, because it will be when I get big. You know, I also like, you know, Ava, I believe in that fucking like the Illuminati fucking people trying to come for you, trying to make you sign some shit for some shit. I'm not signing it, okay? I'm not.
You like legitimately like really believe that? Like,
yes.
What do you think? So what do you think actually happens?
I don't think it's as like, oh, you're selling your soul. I don't think you can physically sell your soul. You know what I mean? Because your soul is literally God's, like you're his creation, right? And I just want to shout out to OPC Don for the super chat. What's up here? Lo needs more super chats, and I appreciate you. And I would agree. But what was I saying?
We're talking about selling our soul. So OPC Don, my soul.
So I believe so. I don't think it's as deep as like, yeah, you can't really sell your soul, but people will come to you with offers, and they're gonna be like, oh, like if you do this, as in, you know, they'll start off with something easy, like let's sign a contract with me for 2 years and we'll give you this amount of money. But then once you get into the contract, they're kind of making you and kind of like conditioning you to shit that you haven't really seen before, but it's the industry. And then later on, once you're like kind of in there, but not in there all the way, they're going to give you that choice of like, I don't know how deep it goes. Cause I don't want to say, obviously, I think, you know, Diddy, obviously he's up there with the pedos, right? We're not talking about that. But when it's just like they're trying to get you into at least like high C status, B status, like they're gonna ask you to do some wild shit, like some gay shit. No offense to nobody. So like some blackmailing, taking pictures of something, and it's just like I think they're doing that type of shit, and like it happens a lot. And I think in the music industry, it can definitely happen in the YouTube industry for sure.
I feel like blackmail is like the norm. Like I got blackmailed for the first time on YouTube, and I was like, is this a fucking movie? Like, what is this shit? Like, but I'm realizing there's like this whole, that's a huge thing in like the higher power or status like situations you go in, it seems like. But I don't know. I don't know that much.
This is a very rational, like reasonable way to put it. Like I would even buy into what you're saying, and it starts in like very human, normal way, and then just increasingly it gets more like
no, because and people like think it's like it is funny, and it is like a conspiracy, but it is real life also, because people on the daily come out from the music industry telling you all of these stories, and you think first of all these stories are going to sound the same, all of these people are crazy all at the same time or different eras. No, like these are real stories, people are telling the truth, obviously. And like, I don't know, you can just feel it, like when you're really in tune with yourself and in tune with just kind of like, I guess just the background, spiritual side, whatever, like you can feel just people and people's energy and look at people and be like, oh, like there's something off about that person, or there's something weird about that person. You can look with any of them celebrities, fucking look at fucking Ariana Grande and whoever, Lady Gaga, like all them. I'm not fucking with them.
Oh, I love Gaga. Ariana, she's I don't know. I hope she's well. She's always been kind of hard to read as a person. Very talented though.
I don't even know anybody that would like want that level of fame, like that would want to even sell their soul for like that level. It's like too much, dude. Like this is like the internet is already like
public property. I already don't like just like the level of weirdness I've received online.
And that's what I'm saying. I used to have like people, that I liked, like Miguel or fucking Beyonce, whoever. But then, like, first of all, Beyonce's I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this.
Bro, I genuinely, I believe all of that stuff that I see about like her, about how everybody at the Grammys goes up and they all like, it's really bizarre when you see like the compilations of these clips of people like going out of their way to thank Beyonce, like, but like literally in the most excessive way, where you're like on your knees, like sucking her off to like the extreme level in any situation. It's very off-putting, and with all the Diddy stuff connected to that, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no,
like people aren't really that crazy.
I just feel bad for like celebrities' children and shit, because like I just think about them in that situation. Like, who knows what the parents are putting them through and what they're gonna like have them grow up like. And I don't know. This conversation did like take a turn somewhere. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, there's been people backstage. I want to bring some people back up stage.
I'm not saying I'm ever going to get to that point, and I would never want to be at that point, right? But I think that if I do end up like climbing some way up YouTube and whatever statuses that people like to put, like I'm going to stop at a certain place myself. I'm not even to the point where people are going to ask me for offers or people are going to offer me offers. Like I'm not doing that. So yeah, because I'm too.
Like you can go viral overnight, and then all of a sudden your life is just like different. It's like an exciting but also terrifying prospect.
It's crazy how many people you just pulled up. I was like, bro, you just kept adding them, and I'm like, dude, there's so many people.
And I'm not gonna peel on my throwaway account. It is what it is.
How many people are watching?
35, but we've had better before. But I think since Grace restreams, people like to see this with like the hateful commentary every 2 seconds of her father telling her what to believe about our intentions, our motives, how fucked up we are, how like wrong and miserable, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I was trying to find
it's the worst thing you could be, a happy female with friends. I know. God forbid.
I was trying to find a picture. Since you had the sweater on, I had a freaking sweater from back in the day.
From you?
Yeah, I think I got another one.
Face card? Stevie's been for so long. So this
Stevie, me and Stevie both agree.
You look like a music video from like the early 2000s.
That picture was it's 04, I think it was taken in.
That's so fun. Cute.
I really
still got that sweater.
I really like the horizontal. We agreed on that, Stevie. The horizontal stripes.
Horizontal. The horizontal's the shit.
Ava, I don't know if you're leaving, but bye. Love you.
I think she asked you on mute for a second. But wow, rare Ava finally on LOLAngelz. I'm so glad.
I'm so glad that she came up, because I just miss her, and I feel like she's just a good, just fresh breath of air. Like
absolutely. And I love her editing. Like she's so good at like content, and I think she's a great streamer. I had a blast streaming with her. Like I don't know. I think the three of us would have so much fun.
I think so too, definitely. I love both of you, obviously. Like I just like Ava got off as soon as I wanted to get on YouTube, so we didn't obviously get to build a relationship like me and you did. But I hope we do, because I love Ava. She's so nice and just so sweet. Like, and it just us three, we were in the Halloween competition together, so we're stuck for life.
I forgot that was like you. Shoot. Oh yeah. Anyway, also welcome to stage Vanta and.
Danny, how are you? How are you guys?
Good. How about you guys?
Pretty good, Danny.
Good. Nice to hear about that.
What'd you say, Vansa?
I'll say I'm good, but I want to say shout out to Danny.
What's good,
Danny?
Dude, don't start with me, man. Don't start.
No bullying.
Yeah, no bullying, guys.
Cyberbullying is bad.
Hey, Jimmy, last time you said Kobe died, remember?
JMC, me and Ruby both have tattoos.
I mean, the nigga did die.
I would encourage people to restrain them or refrain from getting tattoos. I regret most of mine.
I don't even like recommend getting them. They're honestly pointless, but it is.
Yeah, it is. It's a big commitment. It's a permanent commitment, but it can look really cute. Like I go through phases of like still liking my tattoos. You know, I don't like hate them, but I wish I was like, I would feel more comfortable like wearing like short sleeves and like dresses and stuff if I was like more like blank, you know. But like since they're and they're all weird, distorted, and I like them, but you know.
So,
Hey guys, and one of them do what I do. I go through a toll booth. When I go through a toll booth, I keep on going. I tell the guy the car behind me is paying for two. How you doing, Nola? How you doing, Ruby? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, doing better, feeling in good spirits. You know, we're almost at the 3-hour mark, so maybe we'll go for like another 9 minutes, and we still have to do our prayer
daily devotional
with their daily devotional. But
yeah, so but did any of you guys want to say anything about the episode that you guys watched? Did you guys like the video? Did you have any opinions on me and Ruby's conversations about spiritual warfare? Are you guys going through anything? How do you guys get through it? You know,
I mean, who do you want to start? Because I don't want to overtalk anyone.
Jimmy, you can start.
Well, I'll just say that it's always a win when you two are together because you bare your hearts. You don't hide anything from chat, and you keep it real. And I admire that. So how can you not like your show? You know.
Thank you. We try.
Second, you got to check in the Bible because there was like 10 seconds of a dead silence there where Vanna could have said something. So surely God's coming back. It's got to be a sign because he didn't say nothing. Vanna, what's wrong with you tonight, buddy?
No.
What is wrong?
I'm trying to I want to make sure people speak in it. I'm trying to be quiet. Let people go ahead. I don't want to overlap. Yeah.
And third, there's just somebody in chat that has strep throat that I want to say I hope she gets better really quickly. She's missed in chat.
Well, I hope she gets better too. I'm not sure who it is, but
I'm pretty sure it's Polly.
Anyhow, hi, Brown Man. It's good to see you, buddy.
Hey, man. Likewise.
Hey, do I qualify as black? If you're brown, can I be black, man? Come
White
on,
man
just one night.
Listen, black
just
people
one night,
steal
man.
all the time. You could steal a word at any point, man.
Oh wow! I mean, you do wear a do-rag, Jimmy. So
well, you know, I didn't get a chance to say why is because like I have a really big head and all the biker ones are too small.
Yeah.
Oh really?
and this is silk and it don't break my head out. And that's
I think it looks cool, dude. I like when people just rock your look.
I think it's pretty cute.
Danny likes the Lakers. He rocks that, you know? Like
you know
everyone.
Got waves. You know Jimmy has waves.
Yeah, facts.
All the way around. That's good.
And congratulations to LeBron James for
50,000 points, man. Let's go.
Yes, I will say that. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep. Shout
I
out
did
to
that for you, Danny. I did that for you, Danny.
Okay, Brown Man, what about you? Have you been going through anything, or do you want to comment on?
First of all, W Ava, it's been a while for sure, and you know, to all the haters, to Grace, like, listen.
It's really just two.
Listen, I just want to say this. Right?
Well, one person who thinks
remember when she came on those panel, whatever, you know, that was whatever. She called me a black simp. First of all, I am brown. First of all. Second, I'm a virgin, not a simp, not an incel, but in fact, voluntarily celibate for life. So thank you.
And that's why I fucking love you, Brown Man. I will always salute to you. Big W's in the chat for Brown Man. That's black. Remember.
No, real talk. Shout out to Brown Man. That's real. That's a real man talk. Like right there.
Yeah.
You just admit it. Like I don't. You
That's
don't
something
care.
you should be proud of. You know, there shouldn't be any like
time.
hate on that. That's a good choice. You know, and it's a personal choice, and people should respect it. You know.
No, I think it is the most like commendable thing that anybody like. Because who's a virgin nowadays? Like, let's think about it. Like, the odds of that.
it's pretty low. It's
You're
like, it's
living
not
in
something that's highly
you're-
valued. For me, I remember I didn't want to be a virgin. I was like, I want to
Way.
get rid of this thing. I didn't want to be it. You know, I thought it was lame.
We were all gaslit like as youngins, like get rid of your V card,
Yeah.
get rid of it. Yeah, we were lied to.
Yeah, like look like a guy. You know, it's like empowering. Like I had this whole like warped, you know, little phase.
All right, so Vanta, since you're already speaking, you might as well go ahead and say, you know, anything.
Yes.
Are you going through spiritual warfare? Have you been going through
Oh,
anything?
massive. So I was born and raised a Muslim for like 30 years, and then in 2016, I left the religion. I just went, I can't do it no more. And then I went through that, you know, that cringe Reddit atheism, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, the Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris.
I was in that algorithm. Sam Harris was my favorite. I listen to like every waking up podcast, every making sense podcast. Like
Yeah.
that was my homie, bro.
And I used to be on Twitter. I used to be on
Christopher
Twitter, like I
Hitchens
was arguing with like Christians, Muslim, Jews. I was going all in.
Ayan Hursty Ali is my girl though. I picked one of her videos for one of us to watch, and I was like, dude, that's you would. Dude, okay, so I'm sure you relate to her story, and she was part of that scene, and I love that she like she didn't feel bound to like, oh, I made a book doing this, my audience is this, therefore I can't change and evolve as a person. I'm glad that she was like, you know what, yeah, I'm going to get questioned and dragged all over for why I did this, and she's just going to own that she's, you know, she's had this spiritual experience.
Do you know how twisted Europe is?
That's her experience.
Yeah, no, I agree. Do you know how twisted Europe is? She went from Somalia to Europe, and then when she said like I'm a political asylum, like I left my religion, people are trying to, you know, delete me or whatever. Europe was, they didn't want to save her. They're like, oh, we don't care. Until she went to America. America's like, yeah, we're gonna back you, and that's why she became right now. Like she's a full blown American patriot, like hardcore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's definitely been on. I used to be very anti-America, and I've definitely gotten a little more patriotic, and I take things not as much for granted so far as like our rights to free speech and like my rights as a woman, and how, if I'd been born in a different country, I would not be allowed to do certain things. So, you know, there's a lot to have gratitude for, even if I don't agree with like, you know, every
No, you don't have to be 100% with the country. Yeah, no one's saying I'm 100% with America. Yeah, you don't have to be 100%. But she realized, I'm better off in America than Africa or Europe. Like she benefits, right? And I'm a millennial. Like I understand the mindset. Like we were brainwashed. Like I remember back in college, university. Like they were trying to pump me up with the whole liberal agenda. And luckily, I just didn't pay attention. I was trying to like do my work and just leave.
Yeah.
Work and go home, right? But right now, so after I left the religion, I became an atheist, and now I'm realizing, like I'm in between. Like I'm agnostic. Like maybe God is real, maybe it's not. I don't know. Right?
Such a weird place to be. I feel you on that.
Yeah, like religion and atheists can't confirm 100%. They're both wrong, and they're both arrogant. Oh, Big Bang.
No matter what
Adam
the
and
about
Eve.
reality is, it's going to be crazy. It's always going to sound crazy and magnificent, and like, you know, it's always going to be beyond our comprehension in a way.
However, I've come to realize, like, I like the teaching of Jesus Christ, like the mindset, the teaching, and the energy. I prefer the energy. So I can't say I'm Christian like 100%. But I'm kind of, culturally kind of leaning that way. I'm like,
it's
I get
cool
it.
when he was against like, what he said about rich people and stuff was pretty cool.
I mean, I'm not.
I think a lot of beautiful messages about loving people and forgiveness and turning the other cheek and taking care of the poor and sick and not judging, like prostitutes and Pharisee. And there's someone backstage named Tough Guy. I'm going to be on high alert. I'm going to say of being P-bombed, just given recent attack from my impersonator.
That one guy, Tough Guy.
No, I don't think he's
you know
one
who they
of those.
You can like
He's not one of those porn bombers. He's like Peros talked with him.
All right,
Man,
well, I've got my finger on the trigger.
What's going on? What you mean P-bomb? You think I'm on that bull? I ain't on that bullshit.
I don't know. I'm
listen,
paranoid, man.
Come on, this is LOL people. We were on some.
I made a mistake. You know, I did something that wasn't, you know, maybe the most righteous action, but
What you say, Lo? You got a mouthful of food, nigga. What you say?
Because I'm a big guy. I said we're on. This show is about positivity, love, and light. Welcome to LOL Angels. So please,
All of your shows are like that, but I'm not. I'm not here to cause no trouble. Why you always think I'm about to cause some trouble?
just
because of my name, ain't it?
no,
It's my name.
it's because most of the time when you come up,
the name is Tough Guy with like a big arm.
No, okay. Let's be honest, Lo. When I come up here, you be trying to go, and I always got more questions for you. That's what it is.
Huh?
Every time she be like, "I'm ready to go," I always have more questions for her, so she usually stays up longer than she wants to stay.
He'll come in.
I would have like crazy long streams.
He'll come in on a 6-hour long stream and I'm ready to go. I'll be like, oh, well, let's just talk for 15, 20 minutes. 4 hours later.
That's because your ass we go deeper in the conversation. It ain't my fault.
Yes, it is, because you came in wanting to ask questions. Like, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, shit. I got questions to ask, nigga. Shit.
Well,
and it's okay, but like, I don't ever know why you come in. You can't ever come in when we're like an hour, 2 hour, 3 hours in. You always are.
And
Like,
I got a question for the brown man. Why is this nigga in the bathroom standing in the same spot for like 18 hours smoking a cigarette?
Hey man,
Nigga, you be standing in the same corner like you in timeout. Nigga, you been standing right there by that damn door smoking a cigarette for the last 48 hours, nigga. Ain't even moved yet, nigga.
It's called
dedication. It's called dedication.
It's called hard work, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
You hard working in the bathroom by the toilet, nigga? You look like you standing about to take a piss, nigga.
Hey, it's good lighting. Fuck you, bro. Come on.
Okay, nigga. All right, whatever works for you. I'm just asking,
Yeah,
nigga.
I was about to say, like, I'm always in the same spot too. So what do you have to say about me?
Not much. Apparently, Tough Guy went silent. Silent down.
Choking, bruv. You're choking, fam. Go on. Speak.
These are some pretty big allegations. Tough Guy has been trying to recruit Lo to his pimp harem of women. He is a literal pimp, as in he pimps out women. Is that true? I don't know.
Oh my God! Why y'all talk so bad on me? Y'all be talking bad on me. Lo, you gonna let this happen?
It's not a job that necessarily demands respect. That's true.
Lo, that's how it is. That's how it is, Lo. I thought we was cool.
What did I say? What did I say? I didn't say anything.
I know what. Yep, what?
And then Universal saying DEI, though the show just got black. Oh, that's how you feel, nigga?
I didn't say shit.
Don't sell bitches. Don't sell bitches. What's wrong with that?
Oh no, Ruby, you said the B word.
What's up, Ruby? Hey, you that crazy white girl. I remember Ruby. Hey, you was at the contest party, right? She was at the contest party.
The Halloween contest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first night we met, actually.
That was.
Okay. Well, no, Ruby, me and Ruby, this is me and Ruby's show, LOL Angels. We talk about just our journeys and life and God and faith and love and light and positivity. So
Nice. I mean, she a little crazy, but she do got pretty eyes, though.
Everybody says that she does because it's a fact.
Yeah, she got pretty eyes, but she crazy.
Phoebe's eating a kitten. How do we feel
Ruby
about this?
is not.
I'm not really eating it.
Lolo and Ruby, you let a devil come on the panel in heaven. Angels. God, there's your tough guy, the devil. It's right here. Deal with it.
Not the devil.
Say that about people fucking Vanta. Damn.
Am I wrong?
We should probably get to our devotional. If anyone has any final
Yeah.
parting words for us before
Yeah,
we
see,
start.
Tough Guy, you got in at the last minute, like always.
Yeah, we're already 5 minutes over when we were gonna
But
stop.
okay, so why does EAE say that I'm trying to recruit you? I've never tried to recruit you, well, ever.
Probably because you try to just talk about your your ways.
No, I don't. I just talk about personal development and being a better person, and then I might sprinkle a little game in there because that's what I'm about. But I don't be forcing nobody or telling nobody they should do this or that.
Oh no,
The
nobody
fuck?
said you're forcing. That's why it's a recruit.
Yeah,
That's
man.
yeah.
I'm cool, man. I'm a cool individual. Look, man.
I
Um,
believe it. What do you mean?
I don't
Sounding
because
like
you
you
got
don't.
people saying that I'm over here trying to recruit you and all this other shit, man. That ain't true. That ain't
Listen,
true.
you see me sitting here not saying shit, so I don't know why you're coming at me.
Because it's
Lakers,
your
I
little
think, is having
army.
a
It's your army.
disagreement
You
with
better
me.
get a hold of your army. Tell them to calm
Oh, I
down.
don't have no army. People are my low riders, but listen, I get on YouTube. Hey, they're there. That's it. There's no, yeah, we're not doing
But you know how I am, nigga. You know I can hold my own. I'm just saying, tell them to back up a little bit, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I'm surprised you don't know EAE. EAE is from everywhere. He's around all the streets of
I
beautiful.
know
Look
that
at him.
nigga know me. That nigga know me. That's why he talking shit, nigga, because he know me.
Right. You guys probably knew each other before you guys knew me. So what do
He
you
know
talking
me from CT's channel. That's where he know me from.
Right. And
Oh,
I
I
know
don't know
he
that.
knows me from CT's channel also.
Oh, okay.
So both of you are chaotic. How about that?
No, I
Chaos.
originally got on Chaotic Show probably like twice a month for like the first like 2 months. And then I started getting on John Galt's like a
Yeah, I
decent
originally came from Lapeef Network, and there was a thing called what was it called? Fight Club with Anton Daniels.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's where my name comes from because everybody knows me as Sky. I'm a drummer. Everybody knows my name. Everybody knows me as Sky. But here on YouTube,
Okay. Well, now you're no longer tough guy. You're Sky. How about that?
yes, that's cool. I don't mind that. I be telling people my name is Sky. I say it all the time. I say
There
it
you
all
go.
the time.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, that
Look
was
at that,
the
Sky.
second
Look at that.
reason for you guys. I took that one too.
Yeah, I've always said that. But the name Tough Guy is just stuck online, and that's what people call me. So that's what people know me as, especially with the Green Lion. They just know it's me.
I like the
All
green
right.
line. To be fair, it's a cool image. It's a cool one.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you everyone
I'm a
for.
Leo. I'm a Leo, and green is my favorite color.
Yeah.
So
Well, next time come on a little earlier and we'll all get to know each other a little better. I appreciate you coming on. Sorry if I came off as hostile with my questioning.
why are you trying to quit right now? You can't quit.
Yes, we can because this is LOL where episodes don't go over a long amount of time. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah. Also, I think Ava is streaming right now. I want to catch some of her stream.
And I want to just go do what I do. So
yeah, it's time to like.
What's that mean? What's that mean? Go do what you want to do.
go do what I do. What I want to do. Go do what I do. I like fucking
what you gotta do.
and it's nighttime. It's 10:19. So
all right.
Hey, put Ava Whoopty Wop in the back chat so I can go check out what the fuck she talking about.
Ruby, you want to do that? Send the link.
G.
Anyways, Stevie, any last words? Because we got to everybody besides Stevie.
Oh, yeah, just fuck the haters, I guess.
Big facts.
For real. And thank you, Stevie, and everyone who's been helping behind the scenes, just like coordinating my safety.
Oh, it's like 10. It's like 10:30 over there. That's why you trying to get out.
Yeah, it's starting to get late. I've been, waking up too early. But all right, I'm gonna start removing people. I'm sorry, I'm removing you from the stage, people. Have a good night. Thank you so much always for coming up. Sorry, it was kind of like a not long panel. We'll do a little more panel time next week.
See you later. Hope you guys have
we were just talking about maybe doing twice a week. I'm totally down for that because I feel like we've gotten into like a rhythm of like once a week,
When would we do it though? Because Wednesday is like, I feel like Wednesday's a good for sure day, but then do we feel like doing it earlier in the week or later on in the week after Wednesday? Because I don't know. Like, I feel like,
I could do, I don't know. Well, we could talk about, we'll sort out the things, but I'm down, and stay tuned, audience, for more frequent episodes. Get in the Discord so you can stay tuned with everything that we're doing. I'll drop a link to it. I don't know if we have an open link right now because we had to shut some things down due to
I was
being
just about
too
to say that
crazy.
people can't get into my Discord, but they might be able to get into LOLAngelz.
Yeah, let me drop the.
I'm not sure, but you do need to read your daily devotional, Ruby. And shout out to you, Get Crack. I see you in the chat. I didn't shout you out. Obviously, I didn't see you earlier. And just shout out to everyone. Gamer the Damned. Good to see you guys. Guys, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Through my channel, through LOLAngelz with a Z. Who else is in the
Whatever.
chat?
I can't find our Discord. I'm too bad at the internet. But all right, let me do my devotional.
Okay. While you read the devotional, I'll get the. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
If it's still open, did you change it?
I don't know if I did, but someone else. But you can just ask for like another link. Not a chance. Person in back, not a chance, bitch.
Who is it?
I think we can guess. Okay. Today's March 5th. I think we're already this far into March. Oh, fuck. Okay, but at least it's gonna be starting to be nice out, and I do definitely want to do more IRL content as the weather gets nicer. It's just nice to like people can come to New Haven, walk around Yale, go to the different. There's so many good restaurants, and stores, and things.
I posted the LOL Discord guys in the chat, so if you guys want to join, there it is.
Yes, join the Discord, and we encourage people to share any art they're working on, and just try to keep it positive vibe. We like a little light trolling, but just nothing that's hateful, nothing malicious. Don't go in trying to start drama, or you won't be removed because we just want to have it not be that kind of place.
And no, listen.
Wherever else, but
Get Crack. I don't know what happened with the Discord. Obviously, some people like to just be weird and like to raid me and Rubies. It wasn't even really like a raid. It was just people coming in and like just talking, arguing with people, doing whatever. So I closed it.
Some weird like gang on Discord. They did it to mine too. I don't know. I don't really get it.
I don't know. Like it's just I don't like people who are I don't like people who are like inactive or just like I don't mind like lurkers, I guess, because lurkers can be okay. They can. But the lurkers that like are like operating ill intently, I don't want, obviously. And yeah, so I had to close it. But at the same time, I might open it soon, or like if it's certain people, like I'll let them in, just depending on who you are. But anyways,
so, for March 5th, it says undeterred. Jesus said to him, quote, "You never believe unless you see signs and wonders." But the man continued to plead, "Come with me to Capernaum before my little boy dies." Jesus looked him in the eyes and said, "Go back home now. I promise you, your son will live." The man believed in his heart the words of Jesus and set off for home. And that was John chapter 4, verse 48, 50. And it says, Jesus never turns away a persistent heart. This should give us courage to keep coming to him, to keep pressing in with prayer, to keep our hearts open to his voice. Jesus was in town where he had turned water into wine, and the man who approached him knew that Jesus could miraculously heal his son. The man left Jesus' presence believing that what Jesus said was true, and he was met with good news on his way. We should never be afraid to be bold before Jesus. We also need to take his words to heart. As we get to know the nature of Christ, we can rest in the faithfulness that trusting him brings. And the prayer is, Christ, thank you for receiving me as I am. I know I don't have to hide my cares from you. Thank you for the power of your love. I will be bold before you, knowing you are gracious with me. Amen.
Amen to that. Because God's strength and love is too powerful for me personally. Like, I even get overwhelmed with that. I love God. You guys don't even understand. Like, you guys think or talk about like people or like Lo needs to get a husband this, Lo needs to get a husband that. Like, God is the one who makes me blush. Like, what? Facts. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I'll just have.
No, it's a real love. It's a real healing like experience that's very real. And whether you believe or not, people, there is like can be like a placebo effect. I choose to believe, and I found amazing connection and results from that. And I'm still exploring that. And I like that we have a diverse audience though. of people. You know, some people are talking about Gnosticism. There's agnostics, there's atheists, and there's a lot of Christians too. But you know, I think it's nice that there's a mix because I don't want to have echo chambers anywhere. I want people to feel like they can express that, but also be respectful, you know, of, you know, our beliefs too, for something that, you know, for me has brought me like a lot of peace and, you know, helped me in healing and turning my life around. So just give respect to the power that, whether you think it's real or not, it has benefit, you know, me and Lo and many other people. And we can all just be respectful and have an open mind. And yeah, I guess we will see you next week or maybe sooner, depending on if
we're gonna talk about some things. Try to keep LOLAngelz 2 times a weekend, or at least like try to make it just more. Maybe we'll have like a pop-up day where we just, you know,
we can also do like phone streams from LOLAngelz. Maybe we could just do random or do like, there's a lot of different things that we can do to keep the channel active and keep building it. You know, we're just taking it one step at a time, and we like to include the audience in that as much as possible. We had a really good turnout for earlier, and it stayed pretty good for most of the show.
I was about to say, I think
so I'm really happy with that, especially for multi-streaming.
The whole show was definitely good. I just appreciate everyone in the chat. And Ruby, I just want to shout you out personally because you're just my girl, and I love you, and you're doing well. Like, don't let other people tell you different. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Like, you can do whatever you want in life, literally. And yeah, I just love you, and I pray for you.
You are literally like my personal angel. You always call me like, it's literally, I swear to God, it's always something. You know.
Stop.
It means a lot. I'm so glad because there's been so much darkness on my online experience, but I'm glad that it's also connected me to other people who are trying to go for something lighter, some lighter, more godly energy, and not anything that's hateful. People down, you know? So, but anyway,
I feel you definitely. Like, I love the genuine connections that I can make with someone because, like I said, like I just don't deal with no bullshit. And if I really like, that might sound like some type of way when I say, oh, I can pick and choose who I like, who I want as my friend, but in reality, like that's just what it is.
You have to protect your, like you literally, someone hurts you over and over and over. Eventually, you're going to be like, hey, I don't want to be next to this person that's punching me.
Exactly. And yeah, so that's why like, so when I just
them, I'm going to.
That's what I'm saying. When I just picked you as a friend and you obviously are the best friend ever, then I'm like, I just love her even more because you just make everything, you know what I mean? Not even just like our relationship, but like our shows. When you do your shows, I already tell you you're on that like level of just when you're on the screen, you just know how to work well with a camera, and you know how to work a stream, you know how to talk to people, you know how to keep a conversation going. And I just think that's so well for you in your future, because you could make this out of anything. Like, you don't have to stop at streaming. Like, you can build this and build this into something else. So I'm not sure what, but something.
Dude, well, we're taking over. You know, I have my sights set for the stars and doing as much as I can with my little life to, like, you know, be a productive, contributing person and spread like more positive feelings. You know, it's there isn't like some malicious plan behind this, guys. It really, I don't know. But I mean, of course, I can't live in a delusion where I don't ever have bad interest. Like, I'm obviously human. I don't know.
People are gonna think what they want to think, though, Ruby, and that's why we just have to continue to do ourselves, because like we're on our own path. Like, fuck everybody else, no offense. Like, we love everyone who wants to be within us, like with or that pause, whatever, you know. But just people who are like trying to throw your fucking energy and hater energy at us, we're not dealing with the shits, and we're on our own path. We're making great way, and yeah, nothing's gonna stop us. We're on the way to the top, Ruby. Best believe. And I like to just, you know, speak shit into existence and praise God, guys, 100%. I love you. And I hope you guys have the best night ever. I hope you guys are all safe and just protected over and have the best night.
All right. And stay tuned. And also follow the X. It's at the LOLAngelz with a Z, or X or Twitter or whatever.
And like the video.
Bye. Yes. And like the video and comment something for the algorithm. Something cute. Something cute.
We are LOLAngelz, shining so bright, spreading love, same hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Every step you take, every dream you chase. Know that you're enough, you're in the right place. Ruby and Lo, here to lift you higher. With love in our hearts, we're light in the sky. Ruby and Lo, shining so bright, spreading love, lifted hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Hope in your heart, kindness in your hands. Together we rise like golden strands. No fear, no limits, just love and light. We'll change the world when we all unite. We are the LOLAngelz, shining so bright, spreading love, lifting hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Hope in your heart, kindness in your hands. Together we rise like golden strands. No fear, no limits, just love and light. We'll change the world when we all unite. We are the LOLAngelz, shining so bright, spreading love, lifted hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. To everyone who shares this dream, you're the light, you're the beam. Thank you for love, for faith, for grace. Together we shine, one heart, one place.